All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another league match. We're in Division 6A with Incoherent versus a creative username. And on commentary today, we've got Bread and Hell and myself, Sadie. Bread and Hell, how are you two doing today?
I am fantastic. I am super excited to see what these streamers have in store for us.
I'm doing just fine. I just ran in the door and I'm ready to
Yeah.
do commentary 2 minutes after I get home
Hey,
from work. Hell yeah.
Hey.
that's what we call clutch gaming.
Yeah, those are the real clutch strats is you got to like clip through the door as you like hit it at the right angle. I don't know how glitches work, but regardless, we are here for another just awesome matchup.
Just get a pot and just clip through the door like Skyrim. Obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously, those are the high tech strats that we're
Yeah.
pulling off here today.
I can't find a way to get past the cutscene trigger for petting my dog, though, when I get in the door. I can't find a way past that.
That's
I think
unskippable
that's
cutscene.
that's an unskippable cutscene. You've just gotta pet the dog.
Also, I love a creative username's file names.
Yeah, I always enjoy seeing the file names that we have. And let's see, what song is that?
That
That would
looks
be
like
Saria's?
yeah,
Yeah,
that looks
Saria's.
like Saria's.
All right, so we've got
Having
Saria.
Saria's from the start. Ooh. Alright, let's see what's on the pedestals. Light
We have
Shadow.
Shadow, Water, Fire, Jabu, Spirit, and Dodongos.
Ooh, interesting dungeons.
Yeah, at least we have no required forest as far as we know 10 seconds in.
Yeah. Alright, hints.
Foolish
Foolish.
Markets.
That's always
Frogsu is
good
dead.
seeing.
GTG to Twin Rova. And I didn't notice I was fairy outside of Hyrule. Fairy outside of Ganon is dead.
Outside of
Hyrule.
Castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hyrule Fairy dead.
Alright, well those are some very nice early hints to get. So, very good. So, they probably won't be going tiled for quite some time.
Yeah, that's some good bit of information to get right off the bat. And I definitely think they're going to be keeping like GTG in mind for whenever they either get Eponas or get that long shot to get across.
Yeah. Yep. GTG on path of Twin Rova, that could be strength or your mirror shield on there, so
Yeah, there's still like a lot of possibilities that could be.
yeah.
But it looks like we have like really similar routing right now. Both of them exploring Kakariko, getting these checks out of the way.
Ooh, Andrew just giving a heart. Sad.
Hey, I accept her love. Like, it's nice that
what?
she at least
Fair.
shows she cares.
Man on roof is
Nothing.
nut capacity. Hey, having more nuts is never a bad thing.
Yeah, honestly, it's like the only that and stick capacity.
Oh,
One
getting
stick capacity
hit.
is nice.
Skull Mask is dead, I think.
Yes, it was a recovery heart. So no skull mask today.
Sad day. And we could still have Mask of Truth, Daikyo Theater. Right, that's a possibility.
No, Mask of Truth is disabled as a check.
Okay.
That's
Well,
like the one universal check that's off in all standard.
Ooh, Slingshot.
settings.
Okay, so target in the woods?
I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe, or that just means logical deckage is a thing.
We got
Serenade
Serenade out
well.
of the windmill, so that's a pretty good find. Good teleport song, in my opinion.
That's a
That
bomb
bomb
bag.
bag?
Yeah, that's a bomb bag up there.
Oh my god.
Well, it's getting early rain, or I mean, even just bomb chews or a scale just to get to river, get your bomb bag. I mean, at least you know it's there, and you have quite a few ways to get there as child potentially.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they can find a different bomb bag and that's not your first required bomb bag, but you never know with the randomizer.
Yeah, I mean, at least you know where it is. It's
Yeah.
always something to be in your mind.
Yep, so that means either... Well, no, because you need a bomb bag in order to get beans, so I guess... Not technically has to be... It doesn't have to technically be the first bomb bag. Ooh, get hit by fire at the last second.
Okay, let's get our guesses for what that final time's gonna be for a creative username. I think 50.
Nope. Looks
There's
like
a 52. With a big
Ooh,
Goron
big
sword at the
Goron
end of it.
sword.
And strength.
Ooh.
Dumpe really paying out.
I mean, he could clear partial Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah, you could do Dodongos and hope that you maybe find the bomb chew pack in there. Or something.
Yeah, but you really don't want it. I mean, dang it, you do have the bomb flowers down there, so bomb.
Yeah, no, King Dodongo with strength is fine. It's
Yeah,
doing
I
it
know,
without strength, just bomb chew strats. That can be trickier.
Yeah, no.
But it's so fun to watch.
Oh, it's
It is
great.
so fun.
It is great seeing someone just slam dunk bomb chews into his mouth.
I remember the first time I saw that trick, I lost my mind because, like, I'd never seen it before, and here's this dude just backflipping, dropping those bomb mice, and it was just like, it was insane. I lost it.
Oh my god, incoherent having a hard time getting up that edge there.
Ooh, I hate that edge. I always bonk into it.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Just losing
He
some
still
time
has
off
good
of it.
time. And once again, almost exact time as a creative username. Oh, interesting.
So another interesting thing about this match is, in this division, Incoherent's actually undefeated right now. And he has 2 more matches left to finish up his entire bracket.
Yeah, he's a
So-
pretty good streamer from what I've seen, so it's definitely be good.
Yeah, we've got 2 more matches to see if Inco is going to clean sweep his entire bracket or not, which could be actually pretty interesting in itself.
I mean, this could also be an end to this stream. Could be an end to his reign too. You never
Which
know.
is also exciting. People love seeing both.
Yeah,
Looks like
yeah. I
creative
mean,
username is farming for rupees for a shield potentially.
Yeah, if he's going the shield, then he's definitely... This is Dodongo's Cavern play. Dodongo's and also, you know, Goron City, the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
even though it takes a little bit of time, I don't think that's a terrible call at this point. You're already here. You have that strength. You can clear almost all of it. You might as well just see what those really easy checks hold before going child, which Incoherent has already gone done.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's completely sensible to make this.
Early child is also an interesting play because, you know, you could check Lon Ranch while you're a child.
Yeah, and that is the benefit of Incoherence routing, is that you'll be able to do that 3-song route, hit up Lon, hit up Saria's, hit up... Oh wait, but we get Lullaby right from the start, right?
No,
we start off with the check. So like,
right.
So you don't have to, you know, go up and do the whole Child Zelda thing. So whatever song you would have gotten, which in this case is Saria's song, you just start with it by default.
Yep.
You can tell it has been a while since I've commentated if I am asking that question.
No, you're fine. I mean, I'm new to commentary, so I'm going to be asking loads of questions, especially about logic, and I'm sure people will correct me and there's something wrong with that.
So that was Forest Temple to Volvagia on Incoherent's side.
Looks like Forest Temple was required.
I'm sorry, I know I jinxed it earlier. I'm just going to claim that one.
Forest Temple is always required.
Yep. I just assume it's required in some capacity.
I mean, he doesn't have to clear it. Whatever he needs for Volvagia could be just in a simple check.
If the seed is nice, it will just hand him a hammer in the courtyard. If the seed sucks, it will give him something like a long shot and make him like go, I don't know, cross over to GTG with that and then get something out of Wasteland. I don't know.
Well, if I'm correct, which I'm pretty sure because I started learning a bit more about the logic and stuff. If Forest is past the village, it more than likely is probably Megaton Hammer, but if it's not Megaton Hammer, then it's probably a wallet upgrade in order to get Goron Tunic.
Those are definitely the two most likely options, but that path could also point to something that just gets us that hammer access.
That is also true, so you never know. Only one way to find out is when we find the hook shot and get to Forest. And
yeah, finding that hook shot is really going to answer a lot of questions for us.
I mean, hook shot could be here for all we know.
Oh,
bomb
shoes.
That was nice.
So that little gamble, which it's actually just gonna pay off really well for creative right now.
And he's gonna light the eyes right now, and then he's probably gonna do the checks after, and he's probably gonna do the checks after he lights up the eyes.
Yeah, 10 bomb chews is enough to light up the eyes, and if you know the bomb chew strat, I think 10's enough to go take down Dodongo.
Yeah, if you're getting all checks in the dungeon, you need 2 for the eyes, 1 for the bridge, and then 1 to actually get down. You need 4 if you want to full clear everything. Otherwise, 3 to just bare minimum beat the dungeon.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to do the bomb chew strat. I think he's just gonna get the lava
And that
bomb.
is Storms on Inko's side in Lon, so that's well access right there.
Yeah, that is well, and he is child, so he could rush well.
That's also, once we get that bomb bag that's in the windmill, that's also Frog's 1 access.
Wait, that is Frog's 1, and I was just watching a seed earlier, and Frog's 1 had stuff.
I think
Don't
Frog's
forget
1
about
is a
Frog's
check. Yeah, it's so easily forgettable.
Well, with the position of where the bomb bag was, that's just that requires itself either a bomb bag or a scale to get to as child.
That is also true.
So that's either your first bomb bag locked via scale, or that is well, it's your second bomb bag.
If ACreativeUsername chooses to, scum his chews here, which I think he's more than likely going to do, he could potentially go child and then use the bomb chews to get past those boulders and get the bean. So that is also an option out of logic bomb bag.
Yeah, and that's really the route I'd go. Although I think that if Creative is careful, Creative should have at least 1 bomb chew left at the end of this.
Yeah, he's only going to spend 1 more at the bridge.
Yep.
That's the only other place he can spend it.
Yeah, because he doesn't need the Deku Scrubs, because it's not Scrub Sanity, unfortunately.
Right, I forgot that we had strength, so he doesn't have to use the bomb chew strat. Duh.
Nope. Yep, he just needs to get into the boss room, and that's it.
Yep, getting that experience from Dompe really paid off to do this early. And again, the bomb chews in here. Just
it's a stick capacity.
Alright, there's a bottle.
Heart piece. Loopy.
Nut
Even more nuts. That was a capacity increase.
So
hook shot in Dodongos.
Oh, I called it.
Wow, this is really paying off for ACreativeUsername. Because now Creative can just immediately go to Sacred Forest Meadow and go check out the little of forest that he can, if he decides to do that without a bow, which personally, I'd do it.
I mean, he could also potentially find a bow in forest.
The game could just hand everything to us today.
Yeah, honestly,
especially
if you end up with the warps on, I always say that clearing the courtyard and forest really is not a bad play. It's not that long, and if you have to revisit forest, it's very minimal time loss.
What was that big Goron hint?
The big
Oh, I
one's
didn't-
for the trading. Oh, what the actual hint was.
Oh, Big Goron's dead. Big Goron's dead. Cool.
I was gonna say, fun fact about this room is if you die on that switch and then save and restart, in the game over menu, the block will be automatically pushed because the game doesn't check to see if the block is on the switch. It just checks to see if the switch is pushed when you die. So therefore, the block must be on it.
And that's a foolish Lake Hylia hint.
Ooh, that's nice to see.
I love Foolish Lake Hylia because between the child checks and the adult checks, it's such an annoying little
Yeah,
area.
Because you got shoot the sun, you got both adult and child fishing. Yeah, does not look like he's doing bomb chew strats, which I do not blame him.
Well, yeah, you want to save your bomb chews.
Yeah.
Even if it is
save...
slightly faster.
Do you
Now that
want
you
to save
found-
your bomb chews or do you want to look swag? That's the real question.
I mean, why not both?
Okay, fair.
I know what I was gonna say is that now that you found that hookshot, that dramatically probably changes his routing. Since now Forge Temple, at least for a little bit, is in logic. Because we have Saria's. So, that is something to consider. And plus, we don't know what.
Bomb bag?
And
Bomb bag
Deku?
and Deku.
So that's our.
Hover?
And
hover
hover boots.
Deku's just loaded? Why is
Okay.
Deku loaded? Okay.
I mean, Deku's always at least a little bit loaded.
Yeah, I feel like if Deku Tree is on, it's kind of like kind of like a second Kakariko. You always just kind of do it if Deku's open.
I mean, it's fair. That's fair.
It's
Yeah.
fairly dense for the amount of time it actually takes to clear Deku.
Yeah, so this is kind of an oops AD for items, because we do have to go also over to Forest. So we're kind of gonna see
he doesn't
everything.
need to beat Deku though.
He doesn't need
could.
to, but may as well.
But
It
it's
doesn't
a
take that long.
Minute
Yeah,
and a half dungeon if you speed run it.
I mean,
5
fair.
minutes if you get everything. Probably less. Someone tell me how long it takes if you actually do all the checks.
I know there is a video, like a speed run each dungeon kind of video. Let me see.
You can grab that with the hookshot through the thing. I did not know that. Today I learned. Oh, he used a. Okay. Interesting. I did not expect him to use his chew there.
Getting him with a bomb flower is honestly kind of awkward.
No,
It's not super easy, but
No, I wasn't saying he was gonna go for the bomb flower shot. I was just surprised that he just opted to do this early. Is what I meant.
I mean, he's in the area, and he's gonna use these chews to clear out Crater, because he can also have hookshot to get the Son there, so he can full clear out.
Fair.
He can just full clear the entire area, and at that point, the only thing that leaves is
Lake Hylia is
and-
foolish.
that's the second one. Now Creative has that same hint.
Yeah. So now he knows he doesn't really have to worry about rushing to Hylia.
And speaking of foolish, there is another prediction going for what dungeon will be hinted foolish. I have my money on Jabu just because I think it would be the worst dungeon to be hinted foolish because you kind of have to do anything anyway.
You know what? I'm gonna predict Shadow.
Shadow Foolish is also fun, but it's also like I want to see the terror of having to full clear Shadow.
Yeah, because like getting that hint would also, not be as fun, but at the same time,
I'm not sure if this is a different route for Creative, or if he just forgot that he has hookshot and he just get the check. K-Sword on Pierre. So, since this is League, that doesn't really matter. If this was not
standard.
League, this is standard, that'd be a That'd be a worrying moment.
Yeah. And so looks like
That is true. Pierre does logically lock dead hand. Yeah. Logically, you need K sword for dead hand.
Who needs
forgot
a
about that.
sword when you've got sticks?
Oh my god, a recovery heart in the crevice. Seems like Death Mountain Crater isn't really paying off too much other than just a song.
Goron City to pat the bongo. Well, hover boots are in Deku. At that point, all that leads either magic or Dins is in there, or an item that leads to either is in there.
I mean, could also point to a bow.
Yeah.
You need a bow to beat Bongo. Well, technically you don't need a bow to beat Bongo Bongo.
No, you don't need a bow. You either need a bow to cross to the room, or a long shot. Either or works.
Yeah, but what about the hand snail?
You can just hit a hook shot.
Yeah, hook shot.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay, so... yeah, more likely Dens are magic. Or an item that leads to either, like you guys said.
Yeah, I mean...
Forest Path to Morpha. Wait, did we
Forest
already
Path
know that?
No, that's new.
What was Forest Path for? Oh, Twin Rova?
I think Volvagia, actually.
Yeah, we had a path to Vivalgia, and now we also just got a path to Morpha.
Well, this is going to become AD.
Shot in Forest? Wait. What if long shot in Forest, which fulfills the path to Morpha, but that gets us across to GTG, where there's the item for Twin Rova, but there's also the hammer for Volvagia.
Oh my god, this sounds like a weird convoluted seeing them up for it.
And better, hammer will be in the toilet, so we are going to need Song of Time.
That just add insult to injury.
Oh, I'm so glad my evil witch cackle command is still here. Perfect. 30 is dead.
30 skulls dead, that is nice to see. But we still don't know about 10 and 20. This is gonna...
Are 40 and 50 turned off in League?
No, it's... League is pretty similar to S5, with the main difference being default spawn points, no CSMC, and you start off with Lens of Truth. And you also don't start off with consumables, so you have to get your first stick and nuts yourself.
Which does explain why Incoherent brushed Child a little bit and got the Deku sticks.
Oh yeah, and also Deku Tree is open instead of being closed like it is in Standard.
Alright, early boss key.
Yeah. If only Creative had those hovers from, well, I guess he'd also still need
Deku
he still needs hammer as well, so...
You mean you can't just hit the giant fire lizard with a stick?
Sadly, you can't just bonk it over the head with a stick.
And I'm pretty positive the trick where you kind of clip out of bounds and shoot Vivalgia's body many times is not League safe.
It's not, but even then, you still need a hammer to actually kill Volvagia. Like,
doing
that strategy brings her down to like 1 HP, but... So Creative, this is back of Lake? Yeah, this is back of Lake hints.
Oh, is that Ocarina of Time teaches Requiem?
Oh no.
Oh, it was! Ocarina of Time is Requiem!
And that is a dead dancing dad. As well, in the back of Lake.
Dancing Dad is dead. I am sad.
I am delighted. Not about Dancing Dad, but about Requiem.
That means that...
It's I mean, you don't know if
Deku
it's going to be logically or hard required till you go there.
But that's a threat hovering over our runners right now. And Inko is in like a better position because Inko's already finished Deku. I know Deku doesn't take long, but it still is a little bit of an advantage as far as getting that Requiem.
And if he makes it to Dongos, he can get once he gets that hook shot. I'm pretty sure he will rush Forest.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's definitely going to do this. He has the bomb bag. It's required. You just do it. Like, no questions.
Yeah. Check in the Waterfall Strato here.
An additional hint that Creative got was that Market is also foolish, so that's some pretty good information.
Yeah, we also got that same hint from Temple of Time. It was one of the 4 up there.
Oh, right.
Yep. All good.
I've already forgotten everything that happened in the first minute.
We actually almost have all of our hints. We're missing one path, and we're missing 40 and 50 skulls, but other than that, we got the rest of our hints.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting seed.
And I wouldn't be surprised if one of those slots gets filled from here in SFM with the 3 stones.
Yeah, the logic is really shaping up to be potentially pretty nasty.
It seems seems like oops all dungeons, but we'll see.
Yeah, with especially the double path hint, the forest, I wouldn't be surprised if you just opt to full clear it. ZL on Sarias.
ZL on Sarias. Ooh.
That is a nice find to get this early.
Well,
And
that's our second path to Morpha hint for forest.
Forest, okay.
With getting that lullaby, if Inko starts running out of places to check, this does mean that Well is actually a pretty good play at this point between the bomb bag and the lullaby.
He
I wouldn't be surprised.
All clear Well.
That's the second Forest Temple to Volvagia hint, just in case the seed didn't make it clear enough that. And that's the second Frogs 2 hint.
Yeah. We're already seeing repeat hints, which is not great. But
Yes, we're missing it. Forest is double path. It's path to Morpha and also path to Volvagia. My bet is that Longshot is staying in Forest, and you're going to need to use Longshot to get to wherever the hammer is.
Yeah. Warwick, yeah.
Buckle in, boys and girls and invies.
This is gonna be a long seed, and it's gonna be fan-heckin-tastic.
I'm giggling at our chat. Our runners today are just incoherent. Incoherent garbling noises in the background.
Well, that part of the sheet never got filled out, so I'm very quickly editing it to put in all the info for the runners and everything.
Bless you, Bread-kun. And this is actually like a good point to point out to like thank the trackers and the people running the note sheets in the background. We do have Toffel here being our tracker today, so give them props.
Spirit Temple is... I didn't see.
Hold on, I'm gonna see it here in just a second. Spirit Temple to Baronade.
Okay.
That's making it a little more appealing to like get that Requiem just to get out there and find out what the heck's going out there.
Because that's Boomerang.
Could also be Rudo's.
That also could be true. Yeah. It would suck that if Boomerang was inside Jabu Jabu, that would suck. I mean, not really, because Jabu Jabu's not that many checks, but still kind of annoying. Hey, look, a Deki Shield. Once again, we got that like highlight check, and looks like CreativeUsername is going to be clearing Deku, and he's going to be getting those checks. He's going to be getting those covers and hook shots, so it's going to be interesting. Oh no, he already has the hook shot. Alright. Those hovers and bomb bag. There we go.
Yeah, that will actually be really nice for creative. And I'm going to be interested to see if creative like goes back adult and goes and checks forest, or like where creative's next move is after getting this bomb bag and hovers.
I mean, creative, I think, has gotten both hints for forest, so I could totally see him potentially rushing forest.
And see, that's what I really feel in my gut, is that you might just need to like get the bow out of your mind and just give it a shot, see what's in those first couple of checks.
Yeah, because you never know. Because once again, those checks that lead up to other dungeons could potentially lead you to a bow for you to get the other checks in forest, potentially. You never know with the logic.
Yeah, and then worst comes to worst, you at least get the song out of Sacred Forest Meadow, which personally I think is worth it.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of songs to work with right now.
No, we got Serenade, and that's it in terms of warp songs. Currently. We know where the warp song for Spirit is, and it's not great, but...
Yeah, I mean, at this, I would not be surprised if it's grabbed purely because...
Oh,
Great.
Silver Gauntlets! Get them in chat, y'all!
Well, at that point, all we're missing is Mirror Shield, and we could go do Spirit.
I mean,
that's the thing, is that if you find Mirror Shield, then it's a bow hunt at that point, because it's like you'll want to finish Forest and then just immediately warp out the Spirit.
yeah. Well, we still need a Ponas or a long shot in order to get to GTG anyway.
But if you finish Forest and get Requiem, you can get out the Spirit and bypass it.
That is also true.
Magic!
Oh, God, magic.
Valley is loaded!
Oh, God.
Everyone who says Rush Valley is vindicated today. By everyone, I mean me.
Alright,
And
I
me
lost
too.
the seed.
And thank you for everybody using those Silver Gauntlet emotes.
We love to see it.
So at that point, it looks like Goron City has to have Dins at this point. We have everything else for Shadow. Oh, well, actually, it could be Bow. Yeah, sorry, it could just be Bow in there. But, I mean...
And what was hinted for Twin Rova again? I knew
GTG.
GTG. So yeah, we definitely have to...
So something leading to Mirror Shield at that point.
Yeah, but...
Well, Mirror
I
Shield,
don't-
or hell, even that could be Dins, because it could just be, you know, Spirit Key Logic. You need Fire Source.
Yeah.
Or
I mean-
it could even be Launch Shot. 'Cause, you could have, you know, Launch Shot lock. Whenever you have a hint for Path to Twin Rova, you always really, really have to have Key Logic in the back of your head for Spirit Temple. And there's a
That is
reason
also-
there's like a 10-page document on Spirit Temple Key Logic.
Yeah, that is also fair. But in order to, like I said, logically get to GTG, we either need a Ponas or a long shot. I mean, you could reverse Wasteland, but that's not in logic, I don't think.
You need
right?
you need the launch on Eponas just to cross the bridge.
Yeah.
And crossing Wasteland either needs launch shot or hover boots. And then also magic and lens of truth. But we start off with lens of truth in league settings anyway.
And we just got magic. I mean, Link's a child, so you know Mark is foolish, so we know treasure game is nothing.
Yep.
Sad day.
Yep. No treasure chest game guessing in here.
Sad day.
Luckily, we don't have to worry about treasure chest in any game today because Market is foolish.
Yeah, I know.
Which is a double shame.
Choosing not to pick up the money. So
Yeah, and
now this is
Inko's
interesting.
waiting for some time of day.
He's gonna check the he's probably gonna check the Dompe check. And also get the Night Skulls here. More than likely.
I can agree with this. Like, Dompe's hard to route in if you skip over him. So if you have the time or think you have the time to like sit and wait or like it's close enough, it's like you might as well.
Yeah, like the time of day wasn't too long. Also, picking up the Redead grotto here, also not a bad idea.
Yeah, just do it. Do everything you can.
Alright, so now I think Creative just definitely got the double hint for Forest, so we'll see what he does now.
What I'm curious is Inko going to, you know, is he gonna? Oh, well, no, he's getting skulls. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, he's gonna get skulls and he's probably gonna check Dompe while he waits for that Pacific time. Because if he just won the skulls, you know, didn't have to wait till just night.
Well, yeah, I mean, he at this point he just wants to make it his last trip into Kakariko, his child, just get it cleared.
I mean, just, you know, always follow clear areas you think, you know, might have things. I mean, we already got some good items in CAC, so doesn't mean
And
we can't get more.
since he has ZL, he can also clean up. He can clean up the graveyard as well. Get the chest out of Logic in Composer's Grave.
That is also true. And he's gonna be one skull. No, he's gonna be two skulls, but we know that 30 is dead, right?
Yep.
30
We
is
already
dead
found
for
30.
sure. We have no clue about the rest.
Okay, cool. So 10 could be something, 20 could be something, and 40 and 50 can be something.
Which, boy, there's a lot of difference between those four numbers.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Am I bad for wanting this to be like a 50 skull scene?
Oh my god, nope, he doesn't even need to do the thing in the graveyard.
Okay. Wait,
Well-
no, except he doesn't have a bow.
No, he doesn't have a bow, that's right.
So either this seed is gonna be Bo's gonna be in a disgusting location.
Oh, I
Or-
can feel it is. I bet all
Oh,
the
yeah, no.
bows are locked by one stupid bow somewhere.
Yeah. All the bows you need are bow blocked, yeah, 100%.
These the bows you are looking for are not here.
Unless Dompe gives a bow, which I'll lose my mind if he does.
Well,
Nope,
it's
just a
Jackie
shield. What if? Oh wait, what if we do Composer's Grave and break Logic and there's a bow there?
Oh my god. I mean, that's technically not a bow required check. Though.
Yeah, it could just be
That's
Dins,
with
but
the magic.
But it's still just the irony.
No, that'd be.
And
that'd be
also
funny.
the bailed out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're not bailed if you're. I mean, where would you say that our runners are as far as like pacing? Obviously, Creative has already finished Dodongos, but does that put Creative like a little bit ahead, or do we think that they're still kind of at the same pace?
I feel like they're relatively not too far paced from one another. Like, if one of them finds bow, they're gonna take a massive lead.
yeah, at the moment, Creative is basically going through the exact same checks Inko just did not too long ago.
Yeah.
So we'll see once Creative catches all the way up with all those checks, and then of course Inko just has to do Dodongo's Cavern, which it honestly doesn't take very long.
Yeah, no. Especially since he has bomb bag and doesn't have to do bomb 2 strats.
Oh, he just
Oh.
barely makes it.
This is not looking good. Ah, there
Nah,
we go.
your flame timer resets when you hit a torch, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
And
Ah! Thank God it
Well,
wasn't.
that Epona is our access to Cross Valley, so we don't need long shot to cross. We will need long shot regardless, but we won't need long shot to cross the valley anyway.
Yeah. So that's in logic. GTG is now in logic.
GTG is in logic, but going to GTG without a bow is kind of
Yeah.
That's the thing is both of our path locations you really need a bow for.
I mean, also, bow or a hook shot for incoherence. Sake. Oh, it seems like he's doing well. I mean, this could have our bow.
Yeah, honestly, the way I see it, Inko is just cleaning up his child section pretty thoroughly. So at that point, the only time he's going back to child is pretty much purely for Jabu, and that's about it.
Yeah, because Jabu is required.
Yeah, minimize the amount of times you need to warp between child and adult, especially because you don't have prelude, so that might take a while. You don't have serenade. Oh, no, mind, he does have serenade, so he does have a budget prelude anyway.
That's something I'm interested to see from a creative username is to see whether or not he full clears as much of child as possible, or if he chooses to bail after like finishing these Goron City checks or something and not do like Night CAC and not do bottom of the well, and instead just go back adult and go check forest.
It's definitely interesting to see which plays go here. I mean, I don't remember if Incoherent did the bomb minigame or the maze, but it seems like Creative is going to be doing those checks.
Ooh, that's actually a really good
point. The maze wasn't done. No, Inca hasn't done anything with Goron City.
Okay, so we're getting some new checks then on creative username side that we should keep an eye on. Keep an eye on both our runners.
This is a path world, so... Well, path area, not world. I've been playing too much Kingdom Hearts.
So it's funny. Yeah, that actually was vanilla choose. It was kind of funny. Not that really matters much, but...
I mean... getting paid for that, so we know Dancing Dad is dead, so it could be behind either the hammer side of the maze or no, because I think it.
Yeah, because hammer. Well, technically, since the strength 2, both of their strengths are sphere 0, so it could very well be the hammer side. Just expecting you to strength through the maze. Of course, at that point, a big question is Creative actually going to go to...
Ooh, Sora's tunic.
Well, there's a blue t-shirt.
Okay, there's a bottle.
40 for a wallet.
The big Poe could lead to what we need for the path hit.
I mean, honestly, the big Poe bottle is... It could lead to it. It's also just really convenient.
Yeah. Then you don't have to.
Oh no, it can't. Yeah, Market's foolish.
No, it can't because Market's foolish.
I keep forgetting. So the big Poe is nothing. It has to be.
So at this point, it's going to be big rolling Goron, or it's the Hammerlock side.
Yeah.
And Creative is praying it's rolling Goron.
We're also praying it's rolling Goron, or else it's Megaton Hammer, which may be in Forest.
So at this point, honestly, a lot of this is gonna depend on does Creative go to... Nope. It's
hammer
the hammer. So at this point, Creative has to do Valley. Yeah. That is gonna be the locking point for the seed, honestly.
And it does seem like he is going to Valley, maybe, or
this looks like a budget
prelude.
This is a budget prelude.
It could go either way because Serenade is close now. It's budget prelude.
Yeah, no, the way he was running across the bridge. If you were, you would just go swim across the water.
Yeah, that's fair. Or he's going to Lon Lon.
Did he not do Oh no, he didn't do Lon Lon yet. Yeah, that makes sense. So he might still go Valley from here.
Yeah, because Incoherent did Valley, if I remember correct. I mean not Valley, Lon Lon, sorry.
So far, Inko's not really finding anything in bottom of the well.
Which is really unfortunate.
Hilarious.
Unfortunate,
he
but
got
also
a-
kind of funny.
He got a very wet t-shirt at the bottom of the well, at least, I guess. Not that it really matters, but he has it.
I mean,
He found a wet, moldy t-shirt at the bottom of the well.
I love seeing a Baron bottom of the well, just because I know it's such a staple for everyone to go do it, that it feels very
Yeah.
satisfying for it to be empty.
yeah, it's also kind of soul crushing too, being like the runner and having it happen.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Like you get early storm, you get early bombs, and it's like, oh, I should rush bottom of the well because it has so many checks, and then you do it, and then you find nothing, and you get no hints for bottom of the well being foolish. So it's just all in all a sad day.
Yeah, I mean, it makes total sense to do well. Because it's just so dense if you have
absolutely.
everything. It is second to GTG in terms of just how quick you can just pump out checks.
Yeah.
It is going to be, again, I think that like what's going to make or break this is for creative is whether or not creative follows Inko's path and finishes everything in child, or if creative saves some time by going back into old.
Yeah.
I could see it going either way, because Valley, we know Valley's important, but,
Yeah.
you know, he doesn't.
And he hasn't had any hints or anything pointing to Valley being important, and it's just
I would
two
not
checks.
fault. See, I would not fault any runner for just immediately doing without a bow, just going to forced, because you know it's double path. You're very likely to get one of your important items in courtyard, and then you might just use that to go to wherever you need to next,
And it was a barren shadow.
or bottom of the well.
A
Yeah,
Baron
bottom
mini
well.
shadow.
Technically
Yeah.
not Baron because
Pre-game shadow.
yeah, technically probably not Baron. Because the wet t-shirt could technically be logically required. But yeah,
true,
Baron.
because it could be for the water temple.
Central pillar chest logically requires it.
Yep.
Alright, so now we're okay. Boulder Destiny. Let's see.
Yep. Love this check.
I don't know why it's called that, but I like the name.
Spike, it's from Spike Vegeta's streams. Big Goron sword crafts. I didn't see.
That was just a dead big one. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, creative, where you going?
Yeah. He's
Let's
close
see.
to castle. Is he gonna go?
This
Adult.
is yeah. He's going to castle. This is adult. Granted, he will get Eponas, and if he does and decides to go GTG early, then that is oh hey, let me just use the bomb chew to check the crate, and then is gonna see it be strength and go, oh no. No, the valley is very important.
Yeah.
do.
Because he's still
We're
got his
also
shoes.
getting our first look at River from Inko.
And looks like Inko is getting some beans. I'm guessing probably for top of for Lake Hylia and probably for
No. This is in case Ice Cavern is needed. This is a quicker way up the river. You may as well if you're buying beans. And the second bean is gonna be just for in case it's required at Colossus. Because who knows? It might just be something on the arch. You may as well just buy it if you're in the area.
Yeah, you know, that's fair. Alright, that
Creative is taking the time to check the second Hyrule Castle hint.
ooh.
You know what? Oh, never mind. Actually, I want to see the magical storms hint. The mystical, never ever seen.
Okay, let's see. What is it? Grudo Valley has magic meter bailed!
Oh my god.
Creative knows where magic meter is! Oh my god!
Which means hopefully he'll do crate while he's there too and get his strength too. Oh my god, such a bailout.
Well, but now Creative has to figure out what to do because now it's nighttime. guess you just serenade out, but
Seems like he's going adult.
still gonna go adult. But at least Creative has that information and can route it in whenever needed.
I mean, you can still get to the both places as adult. It's just more inconvenient to do it as adult. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Wait, I didn't process that. It's the hammer rocks that hint was for. Valley has both magics.
Oh.
That's why Creative is not immediately going to Valley, because we don't have the hammer.
Oh.
That is really funny.
Oh my gosh.
That is. Well, once he gets hammer, he's definitely going over there. That's for sure.
Yeah,
now,
don't
on
have
the
to
plus
worry
side,
about...
magic isn't required for a while, potentially. It's mostly the strength, too. That's a 50 dead.
Yeah. So we got 20, we got 30, 40, and 50 dead.
And that is all of our hints.
Yep. So 20 could still potentially have something. Yeah. We're all popping off that it was a bail, but it was not a bail.
I mean, I would count that as like a half fail. It's at least on Creative's radar in a way that it probably wasn't before.
He knows that Valley is of importance.
And it's like, while you're in Valley, you might as well check the crate as well. I don't think that Creative is going to miss the strength 2. How late it takes him to get it is another question, but I don't think he's gonna miss it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lose too much time for it. And Incoherent just got the 50 hit. And Pure is...
It's just K-Sword, yeah.
Yeah. But since we had Open Deku, that is technically a dead hit.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Creative went back to adult, if only because, you know, double path forest may as well, even without bow, it's honestly worth dipping into. You're probably gonna find something early on.
And once again, we got that Spirit Temple Baronade hint. Oh, he's save warping. Okay.
Oh, Creative! Market is foolish! Unless you just want the bottle.
He might just want the bottle.
Yeah, if he wants the bottle, this could be an Ice Cavern play.
Ooh, I didn't consider that. But that's mostly because I try to think about Ice Cavern as little as humanly possible.
We can see a rush.
The rush Ice Cavern meta, though.
No!
And
I hate it.
that could give him a minuet. Fast Forest Temple. No, he's...
Well, we also still don't have Nocturne. We have no idea where it is.
Oh, it's true. Could also be Nocturne, too.
At the moment, it's really not that bad to look for it. You might get Nocturne.
I mean, the path to Bongo Bongo could be Nocturne, for all we know.
Gold.
Oh my god!
What?
Incoherent has found all 3 strengths.
What? What is this seed?
I know this is a Silver Gauntlet channel, but can we get some Silver Gauntlets in the chat?
Oh man, if first logical bow is on Yeet Rock, that will truly be incredible.
Yeah, because we know Castle Fairy is dead, but we don't know if Ganon Fairy is dead.
Yeah, and it's not a super long check to make. Like, I bet Inko just checks it right here.
Yeah, no, I think that's what he's doing now that he found Strength 3.
Honestly, if I'm ever in a race, if I'm doing a race and I get Strength 3, I'm always convinced the game is trying to tell me that Yeet Rock has something, and I just immediately drop what I'm doing and I run over there.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, those strengths were not well locked away. Like, they were all
Early spear.
Yeah, early.
Like,
yeah, the
probably...
latest one was there, and even then that'd be like because we had a sphere 0 or 1 bomb bag, and ZL was sphere 0, so.
Yeah, we had bomb bag and Deku, which was probably spear 1, so that would probably technically be like a spear 2, maybe 3. Strength 3, which is kind of crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets OG Seed out of the way and then just does Dodongos right after this.
I do not think anything we would need is in lights, because we do need to require dungeons in order to get the bridge, correct?
Well, I mean, Strength 3 could just be lights for light arrows, because light arrows can just be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that is also true. So,
all right, everyone, get ready, because we are about to...
yeet the rock.
Yeet that rock!
Rock.
All right, everyone, let's see. Hold your breath.
It's always like the most exciting check. The one check.
And it's a piece of heart.
Bait!
I mean, it could still be. There could still be something on light trial.
There could be those lights in lights. Yeah, that's.
That's about that's the only thing left. Strength 3.
Yeah. But now they're both adult. Seems like
Inko's gonna do Dodongos. Creative is going into Forest.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Both of them completely sensible plays to make in their current position.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know Forest is path to Baronade and path to Volgia, so...
Yeah, I would not, even without Bow, 100% this is a worthwhile play to make.
Yeah.
And we're also going to finally get to see what Song is saying here.
Oh yeah, that is true. We have.
Oh yeah, it's Morpha, not Baronade.
Yeah, Morpha, sorry.
The other water thing.
Yeah. We all knew what I meant. Oh, Sun Song. That
Sun Song Grave. Sun Song Grave.
Yeah. That could put Song Grave in Logic.
I love when things are on Sun Song Grave, especially whenever Sun Song is on OT.
Oh my god.
It's probably the worst you could possibly get.
That was literally the best match I've ever commentated.
God. Obviously, nobody's gonna rush AD for Sun Sans for one singular check, because why would you? That's just stupid. Didn't.
Yeah, it's never gonna be like light arrows or something you need. This is some kind of seed.
Yeah, so someone remind me, how many checks are there available in Forest Temple without a bow?
Let's see. You got the Stalfos, you got the well, you have the 2 other courtyard checks.
You got.
That's 4, and then with hover boots or the jump, you have the Floor Master. And you also have, if you get the keys for it, Vanilla Bow.
Okay. So that's a decent amount of checks. We've got 1. This is our second.
Which any of these checks could give us what we need in order to get a bow or whatever we need to...
Irons?
Well, there's the path to Morpha.
Yeah. I mean, he still needs long shot though. But now that he also found Source Tunic, so that could put that one grotto in logic and higher
Oh,
field.
the Tektite.
Yeah. Neither of them actually. Did either of them actually check Tektite? Like,
I
not
don't
looking
think
at
they did.
Neither of them peaked it.
Ooh,
Well,
that's
Tektite could have
juicy.
something important. Though the Iron Boots would definitely be the path to Morpha. That's 100%.
Yeah, but you also need the long shot, which could be in Water Temple, which ew, gross if it is.
Yeah, you could have a straight up vanilla Han shot.
And I think what would only make it worse if it's behind Darkling, like vanilla.
Oh yeah, water's foolish. I've completely forgot about that. You're correct, Warren.
Oh, then it can't be in water. So once again, Tektite Grotto. Just saying.
I also just want to say,
iron.
I think it says something about this race that we are like 5 minutes into Forest Temple and we haven't made snooze jokes about the Forest Temple. Like this is actually like kind of hype.
Ooh, early boss key, not bad.
It doesn't really do anything in Forest Temple.
No,
It's not like you can just rush the boss unless they enable dungeon shortcuts eventually. Oh, that'd be interesting.
Start with elevator up win.
No, just let us clip into Phantom Ganon's room, obviously.
Ooh.
Just missed that jump. I don't think he's gonna attempt it, he's just gonna hook shot it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, Forest Temple also has a lot of Skulltulas in here too, so he could get his 20 skulls.
Yeah, up to 14. Additionally, if I'm counting correctly, we've done 4 checks so far. So I think there's one more. Unless I have the keys to go check the bow.
I mean, he could do the push block room.
Well, no, there's the floor master chest. Unless he didn't do that. So 2 keys. So yeah, he's gonna go up. He's got the hover boots, so you can just do floor master, get that done.
Yeah. Push some of the push blocks.
Also, Inko is in Dodongo, is going to be following in Creative's footsteps. Already got that hook shot, lighten the eyes, all that good stuff. And I bet Inko is going to be on his way over here to Forest next.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting if they do find Bo in here, especially on the floor master check.
No, I want to see floor master have a key, so we can get to vanilla bow check, and then have the bow in straight up vanilla spot.
You know what? That would
Because
also be pretty
the second
gross.
Stalfos fight is the vanilla check. As deep into the temple as it is, you can't get all the way there. You can get there without a bow.
Admittedly, like, as much as I hate to say it, and I hate saying this, but if the bow is not in Forest Temple, then honestly, yes, going Ice Cavern is a pretty good bet at this point. Oh wait, except we don't have Rudo, so it's not logical. Never mind, take that back.
Yeah.
Logic? What's
You
that?
could skip it.
Just do leap skip and you're fine.
But also, it's not logical, so there's probably not going to be anything useful except maybe an out-of-logic bow.
Yeah, maybe.
That's all the more reason to do it.
Oh, I know in my heart we're gonna see Ice Cavern at some point today, and it's gonna just shatter my heart to pieces.
I
think Creative is just setting the blocks here in the end.
Yeah. Setting the blocks that way they stay in that position. Like Creative, that works too. I was gonna say, like, yeah, hover boots, you just do it. Somewhat
Yeah,
normally,
but he did the swag strat, so, might as well. Go it off for the fans. say, like, in this game and like Majora's Mask, how scary like a lot of the things are for a children's game?
Yeah, it's like
Oh, that was a
this
piece
game's
of
got a
heart.
lot.
So yeah, we cannot do anything else here without a bow. We need 2 more keys to advance. So yeah, without a bow, all you get is the iron boots, which, you know, iron boots right now gives you 2 checks. You can do tech tight, and you can do icy waters. That's about it. Everything else is dead.
I mean, also
Again,
out of
toilet.
out of logic.
we could
Icy
do
water's
toilet.
out of logic.
Wait, no.
out of logic,
GTG.
bottom of the out of the logic lab.
No. Well, Lakali is dead, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, lab is dead. Yeah.
So so the only checks. So there's 3 checks possible with iron boots that can have items, which is tech tight, icy waters, and my favorite, toilet.
Yeah,
We do.
I would
have
love to
Dog's
see
Fire.
I would love to see mirror shield toilet now. It'd be great.
Oh,
Fantastic.
I still want to
It's
see
gonna be
Din's
there.
Fire and Toilet, and I want someone to go get Dastar if that is the case.
Oh, he's gonna get pinged. The moment we find the literal dins in the toilet, he is getting
he is-
pinged and linked
is
to that
tricked.
VOD.
I will. Okay, actually, if Din shows up in Toilet, I will go crash Dastar over because he's in like voice chat on our Discord. I will
Yep.
go crash that. Tell him Dins was in Toilet and to come over here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna have to drop what he's doing and see the Din's toilet.
Yep. And of course, somebody's gonna have to clip it too, because
Oh yeah, because
Prosperity.
seeing is believing after all.
They say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, or in this case, a Twitch clip.
So now we're gonna finally see here from Inko's side what was in the Hammerlock side in Goron
Because
City.
he does have strength, so yeah, he
Yep.
could just
He's
get
got a lot of strength. He's strong.
drunk Link.
Strong lonk. Have we checked Link the Goron yet?
Yep,
Yes.
Okay.
Creative did it. As soon as after he did Donong's Cavern.
But why is Creative back here?
Oh, hover strap.
Oh yeah, he's doing the hover strat.
Oh,
Do not break the box.
I did not know you could do that.
Whoa.
And flip.
Failed. Failed.
Well,
Bow! Bow!
there
Looks
it
like
is.
it's back to forest.
Back to forest.
Yeah, but see now, Creative has a slight lead to Incoherent because he's done decent amount of forest, but Coherent will be able to catch up.
Well, Ingo's done a lot more checks than Creative has at this point.
Yeah.
And
But
so yeah,
if,
right
like,
at the moment, Creative is in terms of just dungeon progression, Creative is ahead. But who knows when Creative's gonna find the second strength. Incoherent's
that's
gonna be
true.
able to just go into Spirit Temple and start clearing it. And also Inko's gonna be able to actually clear GTG at this point.
I'm gonna call it now. For child is heavily required for a key in adult spirit. I'm calling it now.
yeah, I would not
I don't
be
want.
surprised by
I don't
that.
want to see it, but I'm calling it now that
Oh, I want to see
child
it.
is heavily required.
I want all dungeons.
Also
Wait, is he checking
Ventilator.
Tech Grotto?
Yep. Wait, is that long shot?
That's
long shot.
Oh,
Bump, 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 2 for 2, Queen
a
Helena.
double wave Morpha. Does this mean that we can just full clear water now?
Well, yeah, at this point, water has nothing, so you're just rushing the boss key and you're just getting out.
Yeah,
That's
And
looks
he's
like
decided to do that now.
Huge for creative. That's because when is Inko going to go check that with everything Inko has, knowing that water is foolish?
Yeah, and plus he needs to get the irons from Forest.
Well,
I don't know if
Ingo's definitely going to go to Forest after this, 100%.
yeah,
I
but
do not
don't know
see any world where he does not go to Forest after these
But
mountain
what I'm
checks.
trying to say, I don't know if he's gonna connect the two dots to having Tunic and Iron Boots could put Tactite Grotto in.
Well, you don't need Tunic for Tektite. The
Oh, yeah,
Tunic
that's
is
true.
purely for the Central Pillar chest, nothing more. So yeah, no, Toffel is correct. Inko is going to hit that Tektite Grotto on his way over to GTG. Because Requiem is AD. Chances are he is going to go over there. Now, well, okay. It just actually depends. If he full clears Forest, he might just warp over there and skip over Tektite. If he clears Forest just for Iron Boots and finds a hammer and then leaves, then he's gonna find it on the way.
I think what I really like about this seed, I'm so excited to be commentating this seed because there
Yeah, me
are
too.
a lot of moments in here that are going to like really make or break
Hey,
things.
third bomb bag,
Like,
bomb lock bombs.
like, are you going to full clear Forest or not and get that Requiem, or are you going to like go to GTG and then go out to Spirit and see if you even need Requiem? Are you going to like when do you bail out of Forest? Do you go check Tektite Grotto? There's just like a lot of decisions that are going to add up in this. Like, it's anyone's game.
And I would love to mention for anybody just tuning in, Forest Temple is double hinted path, not just for Water Temple boss, but for Vivaldia too, which I don't think, getting Requiem would point to.
Yeah, so Toffel, I know he's not gonna do Spirit, but my point is, if Inko completes Forest, that means he can just get Requiem and go over there. And at that point, I'm not sure if Inko would decide to just full clear Forest, grab Requiem, and just, reverse Wasteland over. Maybe also hit the first two child checks, and then go Adult and, reverse Wasteland to GTG. In which case, Tektite is gonna be very much orphaned, or if he is gonna grab the checks and just walk over. I don't know. He could do either.
Seems like Water Temple is not being nice in terms of where the boss is located.
Watch it be on Central Pillar. Like, I'm starting to feel it in my gut.
Or if it wants to be really mean, Dark Link.
River Chest.
There's a lot of bad places. I mean, could be here. Nope. Oh, this is not looking great. I was hoping fast. I mean, I think everybody was hoping for a fast water, but does not seem to be the case.
Water is kind of our snooze temple today.
I
mean, it's fully hinted dead, so you don't really gotta pay attention to it.
Yeah, Inko's going to be passing over some of the same checks that Creative's done, but Inko is coming in with a bow, so we're going to see some new stuff on his side.
Yep, and plus
Most
we could
importantly,
see
we're gonna
potentially
see
what
what
the
the,
Vivaldia
Yep,
was.
exactly what I was gonna say.
Because it could be Wallet for Goron, it could be Megaton Hammer, it could be Tunic itself. So
I'm not sure. I think the 40 skulls might be. I'm pretty sure it's already in Logic, because Hookshot and Bottle alone give you a ton of skulls in Logic. So
that's
it could
true.
that 40 skulls wallet is very well already in Logic.
That is also true, so it could be something different, like Hammer. More than likely it's Hammer, like 95% certain.
Toffel, there's nothing else that... Oh, Path to Volvagia. For a second, I thought you were talking Morpha. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's-
no, he's gonna full clear. What my question is he gonna dip as soon as he finds if like hammer, clearly another item, not iron boots. That's clearly pointing to Volvagia is gonna be in here, and then
Yeah.
C.
No, because if he doesn't full clear forest while he's here, that means he won't be getting Requiem, which we
And I
know
could-
Spirit is on the path of
Baronade.
Baronade. Yeah, thank you.
Which we actually
Other
still
beat- other
haven't
beat
found.
boss.
We still have not found either Rain or Rudos.
yeah, we don't got nothing to do. I've noticed a lot of times that Baronade tends to be the last dungeon that people go to. I think just by virtue of there are basically no checks there.
Well, on top of that, the two items you need to get in there are, well, yeah, you need both Rudo's Lighter and Boomerang, both of which are only really used to get into Jabu, and nothing else.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has so few checks, it is very easy for the logic
Oh
to
my
put.
god.
It's very easy for the logic to put Baronade super deep in.
We might be getting a full clear water temple.
Oh, you hate to see it. At this point, it's like, just go up to Dark Link and get it over with.
Yeah, Creative looks like Creative is probably doing that. Yeah.
I mean, it could also be on Central Pillar, too.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could
it's
be
one of
Central
those, like,
Pillar.
pick your poison kind of situations.
It could be on Central Pillar, it could have been on Dragon Chest this entire time. You could have just gotten it immediately. Who knows?
We'll see what he does. I don't think anything he's doing currently in Water Temple is not a bad play, but at the same time, it's definitely not fast.
No.
Which, once again, you hate to see it. But at least he has the long shot, so it makes this, like, puzzle... Well, I wouldn't say puzzle, but this annoying elevator room less annoying.
Oh yeah, no, long shot makes that room a breeze. Also makes this room a breeze. However, it also makes this room a breeze.
Yep.
I just dropped some more evil predictions in chat because Worink was saying, oh, hey, maybe we'll get an unhinted Dins in the toilet. And I'm like, is it really unhinted if it's Path to Twin Rova to get Mirror Shield out of Shadow? Because that could happen.
I mean, well, so far we have our path to Bongo being a bow, which either, actually, well, we already have launch shot, so it's not for crossing the gap. So actually, so that means the bow probably is just going to be locking Dins in some way.
Yeah, because we have both the hookshot and the hovers. Oh, it's not Darkling.
Wait, Creative.
Wait,
never mind.
Creative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was so far away. I was like, wait a second. What are you doing?
I love how both of us were stressed about the same thing. It's like, no, don't warp.
It's like, yeah,
We're begging you.
We're all three of us were like, what are you doing? And it's like, oh,
Yeah,
no,
I just forgot you can hit that Song of Time block from that far away.
Yeah, Song of Time blocks are kind of jank. And
Oh yeah, no, definitely. This entire game is jank, and that's why it's great.
I know this is why we all love this game so much. And, congrats on it getting into the video game Hall of Fame after 20-something years.
Probably took that long.
It's Central Pillar, y'all.
Well, there's one more. We still got Dragon.
Oh, right, Dragon Chest. I always forget about Dragon Chest.
Yeah, most people do it after River because it makes a lot of sense to do it after the River. I mean, you could technically rush this right out the gate.
Yeah, but not most people do, though.
Oh yeah, no. It's not the statistically right play to make, but you can do it.
It's Central Pillar! Okay, now I can say it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Man, thinking that you have a foolish water temple that you could just go mode it and just get out as soon as you can. Nope, you're clearing this whole dungeon, baby.
So
Oh,
for
man.
anyone who's just turning in who's wondering where the heck that long shot was, it's on the Tektite grotto, which apparently I don't know how to spell Tektite today. So yeah, and Inko has not gone there, and one of the big speculations is if Inko goes and gets Requiem, is Inko going to skip over Tektite?
Yeah, because if he picks up the Vivalgia hinted item here, is he just gonna bail? Is the question. So we shall see. Yeah, iron's very hard required, indeed.
Yep,
Especially
you can't
since
gold scale your way past this. Not that irons is in a difficult location to get, but still.
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't equipped his tunic.
He doesn't have it. Only Inca does.
Oh yeah, that was. Where was that again?
Bomb Creative has not done bomb well.
Right, right.
But you honestly don't need that much time to do this room. It's fine.
Yeah, if you have enough hearts, you can do it.
It's also going to be a bit of a time save for Creative if Creative never goes Bomb of the Well, so that's another sort of divergence between our two runners.
Oh yeah, true, because we know Bonwell is basically barren, except for the
For
exception.
all
turns out-
intents and purposes, it is
It
barren.
was logically required to beat the seed, though.
I hate that. I might hate that worse than the threat of Ice Cavern.
I mean, Ice Cavern could still, you know, exist. I mean, we still don't have a lot of.
Well, we know after this it's going to be GTG. Because, I mean, you have strength 2. Well, for creative, GTG is still appealing. Not as appealing as it is to Inko, for sure. But I see creative is probably going to do GTG. Yeah, well, I know, yeah, he has long shots. Yeah, he'll do GTG after this.
And
Probably.
Will
hopefully-
GTG or will Creative head back to Forest and finish it up?
I mean, he's over here. He might as well peek the Valley Crate and then.
Oh, please peek the Valley Crate. Please, Creative.
I don't see why it wouldn't. The peak is easy to do, and he's got bomb juice, so he can do it.
Yeah.
And better yet, he has launch shot, so he can reset the area and just grab it immediately.
Yeah.
Virgil, I actually want to say that Inko can't full clear GTG because Inko only has Strength 1.
No, you mean
But-
creative. No, creative is strength 1. Inko is strength
right,
3.
jeez. Too many C names.
Inko is strength, so yeah, Inko can absolutely full clear GTG.
Right.
And
Inko can full clear, Creative can't, but hopefully Creative will figure out that he can full clear for GTG whenever he peeks the crate.
Yeah. If he picks crate. I can't speak.
yeah, if creative walks to GTG after this, then he's gonna peak the crate. I don't see why he wouldn't. And with long shot, he can even get the strength. And he'll actually
I
be
didn't
in
think of that.
Yeah, he'll just have to reset. He'll just reset the area and then long shot it.
And he could also just, you know, hover to the magic in the water. Check. It's the, you know, check.
Rip to all of our points, because nobody bet that water was going to be our next temple.
And there's the hammer. So that's the pretty clear as day of Avaja right there.
All right, so does Inko keep going or does Inko dip? I bet that like at this point you just go ahead and at least get through Phantom Gam, right?
Yeah, this
I
is
mean-
Inko's going to clear.
Yeah, seems like.
On top of this, what this does is it makes sure that you're not going to get screwed at Spirit Temple for like boss key being
Yeah.
on child side. He's so deep. He continues. He beats it.
Yeah.
If you would have found the hammer at like the first bow target you can shoot during like the block climb, then that's like a point you can decide, I'm gonna dip. You can make that decision there. But not when you're at the vanilla bow chest. You're already committed to forest at that point. You do it.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, third ghost at least, but he might as well do the fourth ghost. I mean, we'll see what he does. Because he could do fourth ghost and just dip if he's not planning on going to spirit, but I don't see why he would not just go to spirit.
I mean, I see grabbing the Requiem at this point is just to get you safeguard yourself against being screwed potentially, and also getting to spirit takes a while, and also this lets you reverse Wasteland to GTG, which you know you need to do. There's several very good reasons to grab Requiem.
And it looks like Creative is going to head back to Forest Temple. One interesting, another divergence between our runners is that Inko got Eponas and Creative didn't. So that might kind of influence like when Creative decides to like run across and go get.
Oh yeah, that's
GTG.
true. I forgot Creative does not have Eponas.
Yeah, he has launch shot though, so he can just get across anyway. But yeah, Eponas makes it a lot more appealing to cross. Surprised he hasn't gone to Composer's Grave, but hey.
Palthy also raises a point saying that Incoherent could just rush Fire Temple after this too, having the Magneton Hammer.
You have everything to clear it. It's a required dungeon. Question is if he does keep fire or not, because the boss key is the very start of the dungeon. The boss key is in the very first lava room.
I mean, he's got hover, he's got I don't think he needs it, but
So it looks like Creative is just really quickly grabbing some skulls.
trying to.
Yeah, that skull's a little tricky to hookshot extend it. Its hitbox kind of a little funky.
I mean, what hitbox isn't funky in this game?
I mean, fair. And Creative wants to get the 20s, is just trying to get the 20 skulls and finish off.
I mean,
that off, just in case.
I can't say I don't blame him.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can potentially get that skull really quickly. It's just a little tricky. It's not quite as straightforward as it looks.
As some runners make it look.
A light arrow. Oh.
So
Creative
you had
not
to
fail.
you had to full clear forest. This is basically an AD seed.
Oh god.
Oops, AD.
Oops, AD. Possibly, yes, you have to AD.
Like this may as well be AD if you're like 15 seconds away from the boss in Forest Temple. May as well.
Yeah, getting the lights there. I'm kind of a little sad that the light trial isn't required, but you know.
Bert, I do remember when I said that we might not have to do forest, and I also remember someone calling commentators curse now, and I fully take responsibility for this.
Yep. Way to go, Sadie. No, just kidding.
No, I'm proud of this. In fact,
yeah. I mean,
just
arguably, Incoherent is probably in the best position right now him doing these plays, just goes to show, why he's been undefeated. But the race is not over yet.
Yeah, it's
Because we still don't have Nocturne, which could be locked.
Well, it's either
Ice Cavern.
Ice Cavern.
Well, it could be Ice Cavern, but it could be Prelude. It could be Burning Cack. Like we can hit
And all of
those
those are
tacks.
terrible choices, to be honest, because Burning Cack requires us to get five. Well, I guess we just got Hammer, but
Yeah, fire and the boss keys at the start. So fire is potentially very quick. Of course, the problem is, whenever fire is required, hey, here's your boss key at the very start of the dungeon. Now you have to sit there and wonder if Pack of Fire has something really important or not. But given the items that they currently have, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a quick dip through fire and leave.
Boomerang
Because-
on highest Goron, calling it now.
I mean, if the Baronade hit ends up being Ruto's letter, then yeah, who knows? Could be there.
Incoherent is going child.
Oh,
Grabbing the Requiem.
Yep. And so is he gonna just go straight to?
I
if
think
you-
he's gonna go straight to GTG.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't think
gonna
ride
reverse.
out there.
He's probably gonna reverse Wasteland it.
Oh, I think he's gonna orphan Tektite. I think it's gonna happen. No?
Yeah, if he's budget preluding. It's faster.
Right.
This is actually faster than just walking out. Alright, time to just go ahead and activate the little cutscene, get your song. Don't be like me and jump into the water before the cutscene even activates.
I know we're an hour and a half in the stream, be a little late to be saying this, but don't forget to, hydrate everybody.
Yeah, and also don't forget to thank your trackers. So Toffel is here doing double duty today, actually. And also thank our runners. They are giving us a spectacular showing today. And also thank your restreamer, Hell Knight, and thank your commentators, Bread, Hell, and myself, which apparently I need to put myself on the sheet.
Yeah, that might be a little important.
Whoopsies. I thought
It's okay. I don't have to exist. It's fine.
I mean, do any of us truly exist?
And everyone, while those things were happening, Inko did Requiem out there, is not checking Tektite yet, so this is a ticking time bomb for him.
I think that's a bow on top of Arch, it looks like.
Sorry, that's hilarious.
Yeah, now Inko is doing the first two checks of Child Spirit. Yeah, that's a very super duper bow locked bow.
Okay, thank God nobody saw that. I did not just accidentally put myself under runners instead of commentators. That
Nice.
didn't happen.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything.
All right, so
actually did.
let's see. Let's see what's in Child Side Spirit for us today.
I'm telling you, it's hard required.
Is that a purple hammer on creative side?
I
I
didn't get to see it
love
long enough, but
cosmetics.
baby.
I love cosmetics.
Oh yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah. I always love doing cosmetics. Oh my god, he's getting just so messed up by this freaking Stalfos. Yeah, he's... Yeah, he had enough.
Yeah, no, not really surprised. Do you hear some nice mooing?
Yep, I love sound effects as well.
I'm
My favorite. I mean, my favorite low health noise is weep, weep.
Weep, weep. It's moments like this that I'm very grateful that I keep my Twitch muted while commentating, so that I can hear myself think, because otherwise the auditory processing disorder would just drive me insane with all the random noises.
You know what? I also have an auditory processing disorder. So.
And
There's
you
a possibility.
enjoy that sanity?
I called it.
Oh!
I called it.
Well, that is a hard required.
I am
Requiem.
3
AD,
this
AD,
speed.
AD.
I'm telling you, child is always hard. At least in my seeds, anyway.
Yeah, well, at least for creative, he's decided to just continue with Forest, which I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, like creative's gonna be right behind Inko. And hey, there's our Nocturne.
Oh. Oh boy.
So the main edge that creative has is just the tech type, because I could very easily possible for Inko to pass up on tech type, especially because he's already done the first part of Valley, and he already has magic. He knows hammer. He doesn't need hammer rocks, so it makes perfect sense to just reverse Wasteland over.
I mean, it could be his last check, which could give creative time to catch up.
Yeah, that's why I kind of referred to it as like a time bomb earlier. Like, I do think that just by pure execution and thoroughness, like Inko has a tiny bit of a lead as far as checks, and is going to catch up to like creative as far as medallions. But that being said, like the longer Inko waits to check that tech type gives creative the chance to catch up and then pretty soon surpass Inko as far as medallions. And I do think there's going to be a point where Inko's going to be racking his brain like, God, where is that long shot?
Yeah. So I definitely think that right now it's still technically anybody's game. Like, there's no hard winner right now. Like, you know, one person who's obviously in a massive lead because creative.
Well, in terms of progression, creative is ahead because creative's done Water Temple.
Yeah.
In terms of pure checks, incoherent.
So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because I always do love the underdog, you know, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. You get what I mean?
People love seeing the underdog, someone about to do a massive sweep and gets taken out. People like seeing that.
Yeah, I this is a match that really sets it up for like either narrative, either creative, like coming up as the underdog, or Inko like having this one check and us sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for him to check it, and finally when he does, like it's gonna be a great moment either way.
Because we still need Mirror Shield and we still need Boomerang, which Boomerang is...
And Rudos.
And Rudos. Yeah.
And then we need Din's Fire still to get in Shadow.
Yep. Because Rudo's letter could potentially lead us to Boomerang and, hate to say it, Ice Cavern.
Yeah, Rain could very well be an Ice Cavern. Who knows? We're gonna see. Well, for a fact, we're gonna see GTG first, and if that ends up plopping out Mirror Shield, then we're gonna do Spirit, and we're gonna see what Baronade item is in Spirit.
Well,
right
Spirit,
afterwards.
I mean, Mirror Shield or Dins.
I mean, hell, it could even be Boomerang or Rudo's letter, and it turns out no, it's just for
another Baronade item to get you your item in Jabu. Like, there's a couple items it could be.
Yeah. Well, we know Spirit is on path of basically Jabu Jabu.
Yep.
And we know that GTG is on path of Twin Rova. So...
Before we make it to GTG, I'm going to actually step away for like 1 quick minute. So you two have fun.
Alright, see you in a bit, Sadie.
And yeah, Blast Egg, we know that there's something for Baronade inside of Spirit.
Yeah.
Either it's just going to directly be a Rudos or Boomerang.
Or it's gonna be like Din's or Mirror Shield. Well, probably not Mirror Shield. But it could be Din's to then get it in Shadow Temple or something.
And of course, considering that there's only really 4 items left that can actually give checks.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, Virgil also brings a point that there was no small keys in Child Side of Boss Key.
Yeah, the
So-
boss key was there. It was hard required to go there as child anyway.
So, seems like Adult Side will have a decent amount of the small keys. I mean, you still need to do Child for the boss key.
Yeah.
You can't get into that room as adult, unfortunately.
All right, what did I miss?
Oh no, we're just talking to the people, the nice people in chat.
Oh, we
About what's
love our
currently going on.
chat.
So let's see. This is Creative doing Fire Temple now. Obviously, he's here. It makes sense. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yep, and Inko is reversing Wasteland. Let's see if there's anything on Wasteland today.
Oh yeah, true. He does have fire arrows, so he can get that check. Oh my god, and Creative missed.
Yeah, I don't think you can actually equip stuff when that text box is like saying, "Hey, Link, put on your Goron tunic." You can't actually do anything during that text box other than move.
Yep. It sucks. And
You
can
know,
we say
just
off-
instinctively, just like, I'm gonna equip hover boots and go across, and Navi's trying to talk to you and won't let you
Alright.
equip the hover boots.
Yeah, I just want to say, incredible skill from here. They're making reverse Wasteland easy, and I'm sure everybody at home that it's not as easy as it looks, but once you do learn it, it's not that bad, but still kind of hard and finicky to pull off.
Just some bomb chews in Wasteland today, so...
Yeah, there's a lot of bomb cheese in the seed.
Yeah,
We
bombs is
found
good.
a lot of them.
I think we might have found all of them.
I'm not sure if we found them all, but we definitely found we found most of them at the very least.
Yeah, I think I counted at least 3 bomb chew packs, and there might have been a 4th.
I'm actually not sure how many bomb chews exist in the game, actually. Now I think about it.
You know,
sure.
you know what? I'm upset. We haven't found ice arrows. We haven't found
Oh,
we haven't
Oof.
found any of the meme items.
we
seen
haven't found
Greg.
any of the meme items.
We haven't
It's very
seen
true,
Greg. Virgil helping us out. We're
And
missing one
Ginger,
bomb
too.
treatment.
1 10-pack, wow. All right, then.
Thank you guys. Thank you, all of our lovely chatters in chat.
Yes,
We
thank
love
you
this.
for remembering things so that we don't have to.
Yeah, thank you for making us look pretty good.
Thank you for making. Well, like we can kind of sound like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's not like we run this game or anything, right?
But no, I actually love whenever chat helps out because it's like, oh hey, we're all working together to figure out this big, messy, crazy thing called Zooter.
Yeah, I mean, the logic is a big, hot mess. To, like, if you try to understand it.
And Volvagia is down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we know Vithologia's path to Fire Temple's path to something, right?
I don't think
Uh,
Fire Temple was
no.
path.
There was a path to Volvagia from Forest, but Fire Temple itself wasn't a path, no.
Okay.
The only paths that we haven't found yet are GTG to Twinrova and Spirit to Baronade. We haven't found any items for those yet.
I just checked the chat command just to check my sanity.
Well, that's fair.
Okay, so everyone knows, Inko is on a check that this could be make or break for creative if something is here. Because if Inko gets something here, then each side has an item that the other doesn't have or can't really check. Yeah. Because again, creative does not have Eponas yet.
Nope. He has not checked the graves. He has CL.
Ooh. Yep, there we go.
Oh.
Inko had me
Inko-
nervous.
Inko playing with my heart there. Oh, bomb bag.
We just give us all our bomb bags.
Inko has literally gotten like almost item upgrade. He's got full nuts. I think he has full seeds. He has full bomb bags and has all.
Wait a second. Wait. The graveyard, that wasn't a wallet. Oh, no, sorry, that wasn't a bomb bag. That's a wallet in graveyard.
Oh.
'Cause it looked like a bomb bag from the bottom.
Yeah, I think they all fell in the bomb bag.
So yeah, that's just a wallet.
Also, I just want to say, I know it's a little late, but very impressive on creatives doing Vivologia with no Goron Tunic.
Oh yeah, that always terrifies me when runners do that.
Hey, look, there's the second bomb bag that Incoherent found. Bomb lock bomb bag. So, yeah, we had to do Deku Tree in order to get the first logical bomb bag, I think.
Yeah, Deku Tree is definitely the first logical one. Technically, you could have gotten the you could have gotten the HBA one without a bomb bag either. That could be your first. Well, more than likely not going to be your first, but it could be.
Ooh, Furor's in the first room of GTG. That's actually a really nice find.
Yeah, because he could drop it here if he doesn't feel like full clearing here.
Yeah, this could wind up saving Inko a lot of time if Inko, like, say, drops it in, I don't know. If he does full clear GTG, he could go drop it in water and then just warp back whenever he finds long shot.
Yeah, because, I mean, you don't necessarily need long shot to do everything in DTD. You could do everything with a regular long shot.
Yeah, the only thing long shot really locks is, in terms of standard, is just more fun crossing the bridge. But even then, you can bypass the bridge a couple ways.
All right, so Burning Cack was our minuet, so there's... Wait, I forgot that we already found Nocturne, so...
Yep, Nocturne is behind exiting.
Is behind Requiem. Yep.
Wait, has anyone done Shooting Gallery yet?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay, new check.
I hate this minigame with a passion.
Anything that requires me to aim, I hate.
No, I just hate it because there's no set pattern. It always changes. And it was not required, but I give creative props for at least trying to clear his checks while he's here, so hopefully maybe he goes to ZL grave, maybe check. Sunsung grave as well.
Well, yeah, Levi, I know that Sam's a rule set, because, yeah, if you Because technically, even you could cross Gerudo Valley just a hook shot. You can get yourself in a precise position and hook shot extension to cross the bridge with just a hook shot, or other ways like silly things like hovering or whatever. But in terms of standard, you have to have either opponents or launch shot to cross the bridge, or reverse off.
At least in logic.
So really quick, Sir NyQuil, the third strength was on the Zora domain torches.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the waterfall, which Creative has not gone to Zora's domain.
He hasn't even gone to River.
No, he hasn't been to River. Creative is like god moding this route.
And nothing in Sungrave.
He's just been stumbling onto stuff that Incoherent hasn't been doing, and been like being quite thorough with his checks. But it looks like he's gonna be getting the opponents here, and hopefully going to GTG.
I mean, he's definitely going. I don't see a world where he doesn't go to GTG after this.
Yeah. But
Greg! We were just talking about him.
Host commentator's curse, but working for my entertainment value.
I think that's like the reverse of a commentator's curse. Like, seeing Greg is a joy for everyone, even our runners. Even if it's not what our runners wanted to find, it's a blessing, and they should accept it.
Oh, Hectite.
Ooh. Oh,
there's the mirror
shield!
Well, it's very clear cut. Tap the Twin Rover hint.
I mean, we could still potentially find Dins here.
Dins could still be in the toilet.
Yeah, because we found a bow, so it could, Dins could very well be bow locked.
So we don't know. I mean, I still think he's gonna try full clear. Safe side. Which I think is definitely the smart play.
Also, I'm gonna guess someone in chat probably knows, but logically, the game can't expect you to use launch shot to cross with Pierre, right? For our Shadow Temple for the last bit. Like in logic, obviously you can do it, but does the game logically require you to have bow to get across?
No, I think hookshot to Pierre is logical. Right, Levi? Or whoever else wants to answer?
Levi is saying, yep. We got Levi saying yes. Oh, looks
Was
like
that yes,
I
it's
actually...
logical, or yes, it's not logical? Yes, it is logical.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I had a feeling, but I wasn't 100% sure if that was actually the case. As I haven't looked that deep into the logic before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bo could be on Bongo.
Yeah, but we
that's why I'm thinking that Bo leads to Dins then. Because I mean, we have launch shots accessible, pretty easily accessible at that. So at this point, Bo is definitely gonna be locking Dins somehow.
I would like to thank the people in chat who count keys in GTG, because I am always very bad at it. Apparently, the maze is going to have a lot of items because we've already found like 8 keys outside of the maze.
Yep, and seems like Incoherent might be safe scumming his keys.
No, he doesn't have to save scum because you only need 7 keys to do the left side of the maze. What he did was he dropped the Ferrari's wind in there because essentially prepping for the toilet just in case that's required.
Yeah, which once again might still be even if he finds another item in here. Thinking if he does find Dins in here, then he might not need toilet, but hold on, let's all see toilet.
Toilet.
And since he has some
toilet.
time, the entire left side's falling logic. So you only need 7 if you have some time.
I mean, there's another key.
Yeah, which that's every key in GTG. So now you know toilet has an item.
Yep. Whether or not it's an item you need.
We got it. You know, as excited as I kind of was for an upset, I do kind of want Ingo to find Dins in the toilet. That is really what I want right
Then
now.
we have an excuse to drag a star in here from his co-op.
Oh yeah, like I said,
Just-
I'm ready to like click and switch over. So if I disappear, what I'm doing is yelling at the Astar.
Yep.
No, he's leaving toilet.
Oh no!
He let the Ferraris win in case it's required.
The tension.
Wow, I feel so betrayed.
On one hand, I get it. You've got everything to go do Spirit.
Yeah, no, but at this point, it's Bo is Bo is locking. If we're going by Bo is locking Dins, then toilet can't be locked because nothing that we have requires Bo to get to that Dins check, or sorry, to the toilet check.
So I think I lost the thread of logic at some point. Why are we thinking that Bo might be locking Dins?
Because we got the Goron hint. Goron City hint.
So Goron City is Path to Shadow. We already got hovers and magic in Sphere 0. So essentially, and we also have launch shot available, which means Bo is not for crossing the end of Shadow Temple.
Right.
So you don't need Bo for. So we don't need Bo for directly anything in Shadow. So at that point, the only item left at this point is Dins. So Bo locks Dins in some capacity.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I keep forgetting that Goronse was Path to Bongo, and the bow thus is Path to Bongo.
Yes.
So yes. What if? Okay, here is my Hail Mary for still making this as convoluted as possible. What if we have Hold on, let me percolate. Let me percolate. I'm trying to think of how to make this evil and basically have Dins in Jabu Jabu locked by her somehow.
So Bo is locking. Is right now locking Twin Rova for sure. That chest require that check is going to require Bo. It technically also locks the Bosky chest because I think the game expects you to get that normally, which is using the bow on the eye switch or whatever.
Creative is going to GTG. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I mean that's sensible. You gotta do GTG. You just got it. Otherwise, Bo did lock hammer, so could be hammer related check, but which means Deep Fire could have it as well if it's not here in spirit.
Highest Goron.
I mean, also to play a little bit devil's advocate here, we know that none of the non-dungeon arrow checks require is Dins Fire because we've seen all this, and that's a fail. Which once again, I don't think really. I guess that's anywhere.
All it's gonna do is gonna make getting to Jabu quicker. That's about it.
But what I'm thinking here is, isn't there an item? And isn't there a check besides? I think it could be in Force Temple because it could be a Megaton check, which there's not that many of. We know what one of the checks is, which is in Valley, which is magic.
Yeah, and we already saw the other hammer checks, which didn't.
All right, please,
So,
creative, peek the chat.
Peek the chat. Something I'm also thinking of that just occurred to me is that Bo locked getting Requiem, which locked the boss key. Could it also be Din sitting on Twin Rova?
Yeah, that's 100% possible. All right. Okay, Creative is gonna do the check.
Thank God.
He's gonna see this.
All right.
Creative
and he's gonna be so glad he did.
Yep, and he's gonna have to reload the area.
I think you need one. Yeah, you need one more. You need one more backflip to do that. It's 2 backflips.
Huh. I mean, I just love how there's.
That works too.
I just love how there's basically a setup for everything.
Yeah, he sees its strength. He's reloading. He's going for it.
Yep, that is the smart play.
Oh yeah, that's.
And he doesn't need to do waterfall, but he's probably gonna end up doing waterfall anyway. And to see the magic, it'd be double magic. Yeah, he's doing the thing.
Time to get ready to death warp.
Oh, yeah, he's just gonna drown himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the same thing. I knew eventually he was gonna come to this hammer check. And that he would also, at that point, use bomb shoes to check. Great.
Yeah, because that's what a good runner would do. I am not a good runner, but I've watched a lot of good runners.
I'm, again, timer's still ticking on when is Inko going to go to Tektite.
Yeah, because that is heavily required.
And especially with Boss Key being on Central Pillar, like, Water Temple's not going to be fast to get through. And Creative is up by 2 medallions.
Yeah.
Now, the waiting game to drown. And Creative end up missing waterfall, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, isn't gonna matter. But I wouldn't be surprised if he gets tempted to check it again.
Wait, Creative chose not to drown himself?
Missed the
Probably because it
recoil.
took a well. I think he avoided drowning himself because it's gonna take a minute, and I think he's debating whether it's faster to just run back with the opponent.
You know what? Fair enough.
Yeah, and it looks like Creative's deciding to just reverse.
Yeah, no, reverse wasteland is definitely faster than death warping. Waiting a minute to death warp.
Yeah, that is definitely the correct call.
Ooh. I appreciate chat is continuing to solve logic for us, especially in Spirit Temple, that we wouldn't think of. So, Spirit Temple is long shot locked. Maybe Inko figures that out. But that should be Inko's hint that, like, long shot is available earlier than this.
Yeah. So,
Which, granted, at this point, is everywhere but Jabu.
Yeah, I mean, there still is the entirety of Fire Temple that Inko hasn't touched yet.
And honestly, it's starting to look more and more that Deep Fire could actually be Din's. But yeah, no, Inko is definitely a player who he's really good on the logic. I learned a lot of random logical bullshit from Incoherent. He's definitely good at that.
Okay, guess what, y'all? We have logical ice cavern access.
Which is going to give us Boomerang.
Or it could be more bait. God, I love this seed.
I mean, that is also true.
Hey, Vanilla Rain. I'm fingers crossed, Vanilla Boomerang.
Boomerang being in Jabba Jabba and Vanilla Chest.
The literal worst location for Boomerang, yeah.
I mean, I think there could be worse locations for Boomerang, personally.
what makes that one really bad is almost nobody's gonna get a job without Boomerang because it's literally one whole check that is super far out of the way.
Yeah.
Now with Furor's Wind, it looks more appealing because at least you can clear up to that point, drop a wind, and then come back later. But it's a pretty bad location, honestly. Probably one of the worst.
Yeah. But this is definitely interesting.
That is certainly one way to put it. Also, we missed the first hour, but let me just say, happy 2 hours, everyone. We've got a race.
Yep. Don't forget to stretch and hydrate if you need. Actually, I should probably stretch now because I've been sitting in my chair for 2 hours.
Yep, remember to give your shout out to Toffel for being our tracker today. Shout out to our runners because, again, this is still like one of the best races I've seen in a while. Shout out to our commentators, Bread, myself, and Hell. And also,
Hi.
I didn't say this last time, but shout out to our race mod, Ginger, who is doing a very good job making sure that nothing blows up. I don't actually know what race mods do.
Race mods hit the button that rolls the seed, and race mods are there to make sure if something bad happens, like someone crashes, then they get to mediate it.
And race mods sit there and praise that FPA isn't called, which is what I do when I race mod.
Yeah, you get to hope that you sit there to be a glorified viewer for a while.
God, that is the race mod dream. Race monitor.
Nope. Okay, that's one of the bow lock checks in Spirit. At this point, it's just gonna be Twin Rova that could still be it. If it's not Twin Rova, then at that point, I think it has to be fire because I can't think of any other bow lock checks like hard bow lock.
Yeah, I mean, I still have a pretty good feeling about Twin Rova, but for like spiciness sake, I want it to be in deep fire.
Like I always complain about when I race. Whenever fires the medallion, you're gonna get the boss key early, and there's gonna be an important item locked at the very back of that dungeon to make you trek through it anyway.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But if it's a stone, or if it's like a foolish fire, oh, you better believe that boss key's gonna be on like highest Goron.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, it occurred to me, wasn't the hammer bow locked?
Yeah, that's why I've been saying fire
Right.
is definitely possible because fire's hammer locked.
I'm a couple of logic steps behind y'all, so thanks for pulling me with you.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, we're gonna get our answer from Inco whether Twin Rova's gonna hold the answer, or if it's gonna be a trek through fire for it. Inco's gonna play this carefully. 3 hearts against Iron Knuckle. Okay, well he's fine.
Yeah, Iron Knuckles.
Last, we don't know our third bow. We're speculating it could just be in Shadow.
I mean, Incoherent's probably gonna find it. I mean, every item upgrade except for a long shot.
So Blastic, since our path hint was 100% the bow, that means the other 2 bows are bow locked. And which, yeah, we already know one of the bows on top of the arch in Colossus, which is bow locked because you need Requiem. And the other bow, yeah, it could be fire, it could be shadow, it could just be in Ganon Castle. But if you get a hint that a bow is your path, then that means the other bows have to be locked by the bow. Like there's no exception.
This is also very much looking like a go mode shadow, unless we're still have a boomerang hump by that
Alright.
point.
Creative just got his mirror shield. Is he gonna dip out of? Is he gonna dip out of GTG, or is he gonna clear it? That is the
He's at
question.
least gonna grab these chests, and I guess it depends if he feels behind or not. I honestly could see him feeling behind, if only because he found the strength 2 so late. And
Yeah,
considering
that's also
strength
true.
2 is just sitting there in Valley the entire time, you could very easily sit there and go, "Oh crap."
I mean, he could also found strength 2 in domain.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't know that yet. Just going off of his perspective.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. But I feel like if he does the torch run in domain and seeing strength 3, he's just gonna be more upset with himself.
That the strength 2 for Shadow's been, or for Spirit's just been there for a while. And that the GTG could have been done even earlier, honestly. But that at the end of the day, it really didn't matter because you needed to beat Forest anyway, and you had to beat Forest to beat Spirit, and he had to go to GTG to beat Spirit anyway. So the strength honestly didn't matter that he got it that late.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you don't need Bread-kun.
Well,
It's
in
nice to
standard
have.
rule set, you have to have it because the only way to get there as child in standard rule set is by
Oh yeah,
Requiem.
true.
You
Oh, yeah,
can't
that's also
you cannot do the cucko jump in standard. That is in fact banned.
I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest with you.
What, cucko jump?
I didn't even
yeah,
know there was
no.
a cup out there nearby in.
As child, it means that on the bridge, essentially to get to Gerudo Fortress as child, you can grab the cucko and do a very frame specific jump and dropping it and jump slashing midair to cross over the gate. It's really difficult to perform, and that's the main reason why it's banned. Even though technically it's pretty glitchless because you're just jumping and doing a jump slash, but it is really precise and really difficult to do. That's pretty much the main reason it's banned.
So everyone, we're getting a toilet play from Inka's side.
Yeah. But we know that it's more than likely not Din's because of the path hit, but still could get us something.
Yeah, we don't know Rain, yeah. It's not the worst idea in the world to check it, because you may as well.
It could be ice arrows.
Plus, honestly, Inko's been really thorough on all of his checks. He's been full clearing everywhere he's touched.
Like, it's amazing at the speed that he's full clearing everything. That just shows you just the level of skill that Inko has. Both these runners have incredible skill.
Yeah, I mean,
perfectly honest.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's a reason he's been undefeated in his bracket so far. He's a good player. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, that's a nasty suggestion. If this is Boomerang, Dins could be on light arrow cutscene.
Yeah, if we have access to Boomerang, yeah.
And we got it. I mean, we got a hint that Boomerang. I mean, we know what the spirit item is, which is
Rudos,
which could lead us to Ice Path, which could lead us to Boomerang. So.
And Inko's gonna he's gonna get Sunsong Grave. He's gonna check the archery game because Creative did archery, I believe, not Inko. And also check 20 skulls. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Ice after that because Ice is now fully in Logic, and there's a much greater reason to end up there.
Is there anything requiring a bow in ice? That requires a bow? Logically?
Well,
I don't think
I
so,
don't-
right?
Think so.
yeah, Ritos was behind Mirror Shield. Where? Now Mirror Shield is in the strength check room, which you didn't need a bow for. And you had access to Epona's pretty early on without a bow. So
Incoherent?
yeah. I mean, you could still find the boomerang back there. You wouldn't find Din's.
Interesting. Alright.
Because we got the hint for Rido's letter, but we don't have a hint for Boomerang. So who knows where Boomerang could be?
Yeah.
God, Boomerang could just be anywhere at this point. Literal fish in a barrel. Wait,
Yeah.
that's not what that saying means.
Yeah,
Needle in a haystack. you need.
Needle in a haystack, that's the one I was thinking of.
You're
Close enough, I
welcome,
suppose.
Sadie. We all got what you mean. No, it's getting somewhat weight here, so you know.
Yeah,
All good.
I'm not surprised if Inko goes Ice Cavern after this. It's well, not super dense, but he can at least full clear that entire area, and also just hope Boomerang's back there.
I mean, it's kind of nice that all the skulls are basically dead.
Oh wait, never mind. He's gonna go. Yeah, I'm dumb. He's gonna go to Fire Temple because he hasn't done Fire yet. I completely forgot he hasn't finished Fire. So yeah, Inko's gonna go do Fire Temple.
Yep.
And then Ice Cavern.
Yeah, it depends. He might go Deep Fire. I don't know.
Yeah, because Creative saw the early boss key and alright, cool.
I mean, I do know Inko's. He's really good at following the logic, and I wouldn't be surprised if he figures that the Din is in there by now. That's more than likely in there.
What do we think Creative's play is after finishing up a...
Oh no!
Oh, you hate to see it. What do you think Creative's plan is after Spirit?
He could have set Auroras and...
Creative, it's either Ice or Fire. One of the two.
Yeah.
Pick your poison, really.
Yeah, he could also Aurora's back, I guess, and finish up GTG. But at this point, I'm not sure why you would, unless you just really want to.
I'd say, if you're following the logic, Fire Temple looks great, but you could also be looking for rain, and GTG is very dense. It's very good. It's very good to look at it.
I think Ice Cavern is also a very good play as well.
Yeah, Ice Cavern. You're at that point. You're hoping for Boomerang, but I would say at the moment, Fire is the smartest play, and trying to go deep in Fire at that.
I just like how Creative is just basically hoping that other chest isn't anything, which we know isn't. No, we don't know if it isn't anything because Incoherent didn't check that other hand chest. So
I thought it got checked because chat called out long shot locked, and that's how you determine Spirit's long shot locked is that chest has a key.
Oh yeah.
Inko definitely checked that check because he went through Child's side to get it.
Okay, I didn't see it. So. My bad. Yep, both for check. Thank you.
Yep. GGG key logic. That check having a key means you need long shot. Yeah, at this point for Creative, by process of elimination, it has to be a key. Because, well, did he do... Actually, I didn't notice. Did he do the, Sorry, Spirit. My bad.
It's okay. All everything is blending together at this point,
Fair.
and we still have technically like a decent amount of Zooter we can continue to go through, depending on where that boomerang and where Dens is.
Yeah. Also, can I say this has been a fantastic race for me, commentary. I mean, what a interesting race that has unfolded for all of us to enjoy while these two runners frantically figure out where Dins is.
Yeah, we have not mentioned this, but now is a good time to mention this is Hell's first commentary, so everyone give them a warm welcome. You've been doing fantastic, and I'm glad to have you here for this.
Yes, I am also very glad to be here, and it's also your first commentary in a couple months too. You know, a couple month break, you said, if I remember correctly, Sadie.
Yeah, this is my first, I took off April, didn't do any commentating, so this is my first commentating back after many weeks, so I'm very excited that this is the match that I get to commentate.
Yeah, no, this has been I'm glad this is not a super short run, and doesn't seem like it'd be a long one. I mean, probably potential under 3 hours.
Yeah,
it definitely has the potential.
It's an AD seed, but I think it's been kind of narrowed down where the most important items can be.
Yeah, and Incoherent is definitely deciding to basically full clear fire, which is a smart play.
Well,
Just
we'll see, because
logic.
Inca's gonna go grab, he's gonna get this boss key right now. And then we'll see if he's gonna full clear. I think he will, but we'll see.
I mean, he could always just set forward again and just come back here at a later date.
Yeah, but his options are honestly kind of thin. Is this or Ice Cavern?
Yeah,
And Tektite. Like,
plus,
and I mean,
does...
hey, we still haven't seen Cuckoos. That could be a thing.
God, I forgot. I've been gone so long that I forgot chickens was a check.
Oh yeah, adult chickens. We haven't seen adult chickens, have we?
Wait, Virgil, that's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
chickens.
that's what Virgil. I'm saying, like, I think I 100% think he's gonna full clear, because I don't see a reason why he wouldn't full clear in the scenario.
I thought Incoherent checked chickens. I thought he checked chickens and Lon.
I mean, Kakariko chickens.
Oh, Kakariko chickens.
There are so many chickens in this game if you think about it. Like there's a surprising amount of chickens.
Yeah.
And no other animal. Except cows.
Yeah, but shame cow Sandy is not on. Because Cow Sandy is always the fun seed.
Oh, Cow Sandy is delightful.
Yeah, Cow Sanity is a time.
Yeah.
No, but really what I want to see...
Especially if MQ Jabu is on.
Wait, do each of those cows count as a check in MQ Jabu?
I believe
Cow
so.
Sanity? I don't remember the last... I don't know anything about MQ logic, and I don't know if those cows you can actually play opponents onto them.
Also, just
that'd be hilarious, though.
Mention Creative got the hit onto the Twin Rova, but also dropped it.
Toffel, I want you to know that whenever you dropped those numbers in chat and you said that there are 8 in CAC, I thought you were talking about cows, and I was like, God, what do you mean there are 8 cows in CAC? How have I missed those all these years?
Oh yeah, chickens. And there's also a lot of cows in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, there's 8 or 9 cows, something like that. I forget how many. It's less than 10 cows, but
Less than 10 cows is I mean, still quite a few. It's like less than 10, but more than like 5.
Yeah,
Which is
definitely.
still a
Definitely. that.
pretty good amount of cows.
Still a good number of checks, too.
All right.
All right,
So-
creative got 4th medallion.
But you can summon opponents in MQ job. That is gross.
No, it's so for cow sanity. Alright, so in the vanilla game, if you play Eponosan to a cow, they'll give you milk. A setting called cow sanity makes it so if you play Eponosan to a
No,
cow, they'll give you an
I just remembered that. I'm tired.
It's
as
fine.
I said that.
It is okay.
Yeah, no, I just remembered. Thank you, everybody. I put foot in mouth. So, incoherent did not full clear fire.
No. Where's Inko going now?
And creative is choosing to work back to
GTG.
GG. Now, I didn't see what was on
Oh.
Toilet.
I think okay, so
Is-
he's grabbing this on. I think Inko is gonna go for vanilla rain chest, maybe? This might be a open up. Oh no, he's just grabbing the song. Okay. I thought he was maybe gonna go
Oh.
child and drop FW back in Jabu and also check that chest just in case. So what is his play now? I'm actually curious. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He might end up checking Tektite here. If he does it, now would be the time.
He is pulling out a hammer. So he doesn't use his bomb.
Oh, not like he has a bomb problem with 3 bomb bags.
I mean, wait, why is he? Oh, he's just getting rid of the Poe to just have it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
He's
Inko
emptying
could
out
be
the bottle. So this is Ice Cavern play.
ice.
then.
Yeah. So the question is he going to check Tektite before running over to ice?
I mean, he could. Nope, he is not.
Well, he's just grabbing the
Well,
photos. I don't know.
He's got
He
Yeah.
might opt to clear it because it's here. It's pretty much now or
on the
never.
way.
Yeah, it's not really on the way, but it's kind of now or never for the check.
Let's see which direction he's heading. And
This Tektite.
There we go. Yep.
back to it.
Okay, so let's see if the time it took Inko to get here was enough that, like, whether or not creative still has a lead. And I still think that this is going to come down to, like, where's that boomerang at? Where's that Dens at?
Yeah, I definitely think Bone is in ice, and incoherent has to do water tempo, basically a full clear. So it seems like he's just gonna do.
He's going. So this is either back into fire or ice cavern. He's gonna wait for water till the very end of the sea because he knows he's dead.
Yeah.
So may as well. And also, burning cack is either gonna be prelude or a minuet. Neither of which helps him at this point. I mean, I guess
No,
minuet
it's
would
not-
help for child,
it's
but not that time.
It's not prelude because we got that on OOT. Oh no, OOT was OOT was fuck, what was the song? Never mind.
AD
My brain
was
just-
Requiem. No. Prelude is an ice cavern. We know that. Obviously, Inko doesn't know, but Inko only has 2 options left. So, in Inko's mind, oh, this is ice cavern. Here we go. In Inko's mind, it's not like the song from Burning Cack or Prelude is going to be particularly important. It's just kind of there. So he's in no rush for clearing water for the song.
I'm like nervously watching Creative because I really want Creative to finish up with GTG to see where he goes next. And I'm hoping we get to see Deep Fire.
I mean,
We'll see.
there's not much we have left. Either he do ice or probably much rather fire.
Yeah, and that's why I'm hoping to see Fire, because this will continue our sort of split where Inko's going ice, Creative's going fire, and we'll see who finds what.
Well, that's
Creative
also
does,
true. He has never been to
Oh.
bottom of the well, so Creative could very well go there. Because if you're looking for Boomerang, it's his most check dense area to go. It makes sense.
unless Inko or unless Creative really wants to follow that bow logic, in which case it really doesn't make sense to go back to bottom of the well.
Yeah, you also have to consider that sometimes when you're in the middle of a 2-hour race and you're a little stressed, you might not 100% read the logic all the way.
Yeah.
That's very possible. It happens.
I mean, yeah. I mean, pretty heist.
It's a lot easier to do.
When you're sitting here.
Oh wait, that's Din's.
What?
An iceberg.
I didn't see it. But he's still checking the iron boots item, which I see, but obviously he's not getting it, so it's nothing.
Din's on the ice.
Wait, so
Because we needed the mirror shield in order to get
oh, that's true. Yeah.
logically move.
Wait, well, no, that mirror shield wasn't.
Wait,
that mirror
where-
shield was accessible with just like Eponason and Strength 2.
Where was Rudo's in Spirit Temple?
It was shield locked.
Yeah, the mirror shield during the adult climb to like hit the switch on the wall with mirror shield.
But that's still.
Someone who's better than with logic than us. Okay, so Mirror was. Where was Mirror Shield at?
Oh, Toffel's right. It was locked by fire arrows. You needed a bow because fire logic and key logic and spirit, I think. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's so spirit key logic related. You needed fire arrows in order to do it.
Yeah, for that one chest in the middle that gave you a key.
So, okay. Now the question.
We didn't see that.
I did not think about that. Yeah, that 100% makes sense now.
Alright, so.
Alright, everyone, we got the logic. It looks like Inko is setting that Furor's in ice and then getting out of here.
Yep, I think.
You have to full clear Shadow anyway, because it's not a dungeon you can remotely go mode. Hey, if you find Boomerang along the way, great. Of course, that, finding your,
Yeah, because that didn't fire.
finding your Din's 2.5 hours just sitting there when you could have rushed ice from the first 15 minutes of the seed.
I think.
Well, you might feel a little worried, honestly.
I think that what's going to determine this race is going to be whether or not Creative gets baited by Well, or if Creative decides to go to Ice next. Because I think that if Creative goes Ice, Creative has a better, at least like a pretty good shot of like finishing this before Inko, even if Boomerang is not in Shadow.
So, the lesson we learned today is you always rush ice.
I don't want that to be the lesson. Can't we do something like follow your Path of the Hero hints?
I mean, always full clear hints.
Oh, yeah, you always want to full clear your hints. And also, rushing the Ice Cavern is just great.
Alright, so he's gonna get his second bomb bag.
I personally am going to choose to believe that the lesson is always rush Gerudo Valley. instead.
I can take that. That's usually part of my early game route as child. Screwed out of.
Yeah,
Reports,
in all of my
but
races, I've always been the person who says, you know, I'm just gonna leave Valley till I'm adult. Fuck it. That's always been my mentality. And, it's been 50-50 whether it's good or not.
I have practiced very little Zooter, but one of the few things I have practiced doing is how to consistently get over to the box in Gerudo Valley without losing my chicken, so I can get to the
Okay.
waterfall.
You went to Graveyard.
Okay, creative.
He never got this check.
Yeah.
Here. So he's
So
gonna have
he
fire
doesn't-
arrows real quick.
So if Boomerang is on chickens, who do we think hates chickens the least? And is more likely to check it?
I mean, I would think Inko's more likely to check it just because of everything he's already checked. If it's not an ice cavern, what else does he really have? He's almost full cleared the game at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really incredible the amounts of checks that Inko has managed to do. I mean, again, we can see why he's like undefeated. That even though Creative Username has more medallions and has had this like lead for a while, Inko's just done more checks. Inko's just cleared so much.
And the funny thing
I mean,
is, it
if-
hasn't.
No, sorry,
It
go ahead.
hasn't wasted. I was gonna say it hasn't really wasted him any time. Like he's definitely been following the hints a bit better, and looks like
Okay, this is
creative is
creative is
gonna-
Kike, so he's gonna do domain. He's gonna probably do Jabu and drop FW in there, and then go check. Well,
Oh boy.
just hit all those checks one after the other. So that way, if he finds rain and well, he could just FW back. If not, then it's already set for, whenever he has to come back as child.
Yeah. Oh man, this is so.
hey, it might be Vanilla Rain.
It could be Vanilla Rang, which is what Creative wants to find in order to keep him in this race. Because
I
if
have
it's not
seen the Vanilla
vanilla,
Rain check be an absolute Hail Mary play before, and it worked. I've seen
I
it.
mean, it could also just be. Yeah, that's the only check he can get.
I mean,
without
yeah,
the
it's awful.
boomerang.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him for wanting to triple dip fire. I don't think anybody does. Deep fire is a very long commitment, and I do not.
Especially in a
I do not
race
blame
setting.
runners who want to just absolutely avoid that.
You also realize that, both these players are very high on their game and very competitive players, so, doing deep fire when you don't have any hints pointing at something in fire.
I
might
mean,
not
at
be
this
worth
point,
it.
you don't. I mean, the only hints he has is just, the fact that Bo locks Dins in a way. That's about it. But we
that's
have
it.
no idea for Boomerang. Boomerang could be literally anywhere at this point.
That was an interesting way of doing the torch storage.
Yeah, this is definitely faster if you can get it. If you can get it quickly, because doing this method is a lot more strict on the timer. And if you get really bad rupee, like blue rupee's just in a really bad spots, then you can actually miss the timer.
yeah, those were actually really good blue rupee placements for Creative
Which
to pull that off.
Which I think is why he did the more riskier play. And there we go, gold gauntlets.
Gold gauntlets for you, gold gauntlets for you. Everyone gets a gold gauntlet.
Now will we see if he also gets baited by rock.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does that and then warps away. Because, I mean, when else are you gonna do it?
So far nothing particular interest in Shadow yet. Just very standard Shadow. I don't think we found the boss key yet. So Shadow is looking like a full Shadow to me.
Well, you kind of have to full clear Shadow regardless. The only check that you can make, you can avoid doing the pot, and you could avoid the back rooms potentially. But otherwise, Shadow is one of those dungeons. It's like Forest Temple. You don't go mode it. You just do the whole thing.
Fair. And looks like creative is
Oh yeah,
gonna-
Ognob.
is-
Let's go.
is hedging his bets that Boomerang is vanilla.
If it is vanilla, that's really big for him. That's
I will pop off and lose. Because that would mean all you would need to do is just...
Go peek icy waters. And then see it on the little iceberg.
Oh yeah, because he does need to get the dins on ice. That is correct.
Yeah,
Well, on the iceberg.
and again, this comes down to, like, does creative check well? And I know well is the most checked its place. It makes sense logically, but, like, speaking as someone who just, like, watches a lot of this, like, I don't know. It would be like a 50-50 toss-up for me at this point, like whether or not I think to check well or like go ice cavern, especially with as many bottles as we have.
I mean, it's, you know, almost 2.5 hours into the run, and consider pretty late into the run.
At this
Yeah,
point,
but-
it's well is a now or never play, and you have to make up in your mind. There's a lot of checks in there. Rain could very easily be in well, and
But there's
you
also
have to
the-
decide, like, because if you ignore well, then you're pretty much committing to avoiding all those checks for the rest of the seed, and it's being as dense as it is. That's really risky to do. Well is honestly a bit of a safer play.
Yeah.
I mean, there
And
could
just-
also be a metagaming aspect where it's like, yes, we are 2.5 hours into this seed. Like, by the time you finish Jabu, hypothetically, like, Incoherent would either be, like, close to winning or super far behind. Like, if he checked well, like, Inko would have won by now.
But
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I mean, especially with as early as that chat Storms is.
and nothing.
Oh boy.
Jabu was not
day.
the play.
It's a rang hunt, y'all. All right, chat. Where do you think Boomerang's gonna be?
Claim? Oh, we know
Well,
the claim check.
Yeah,
is
we already know. We already know Big Goron's dead. Sadly,
What do you?
he's just leaving
setting
after dropping.
for- Yeah.
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 I mean, the only time he's coming back here is when he has rain, so I may as well drop it in this room.
Yep. Nope. I figured it out as soon as he went into his menu. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Now the question is he gonna get baited by well, or is he just gonna go adult? That is the question.
Now let's see. He's save warping back out, so I think he's gonna check the Fountain Fairy real quick and then leave. Or not? Okay. I'm actually not sure what he's going to go check, because if he was going to well, you'd just Nocturne out of here. If you were going adult, you'd Serenade out of here. So I'm not sure.
Oh, he's gonna, instead of serenading, he's just using the.
Oh, did he not do River?
Or he could be doing
No,
river.
came in through Lake Hylia.
Yeah, he's doing river.
No, I honestly forgot about that. He didn't do river. Yeah.
I mean, I understand the play. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think there was anything in river.
No, there wasn't. Or is that?
But you know, creative doesn't
Uh,
know that.
Yeah, Frogs 2 is hinted dead already. They both found all the hints. They're both aware of all that.
I think he's just checking Frogs 1 at this point.
I mean, yeah.
But then after this, we'll see if he nocturnes or just walks to Cac. Basically, if he doesn't song warp to...
I'm betting he goes well, personally. That's what I think he's gonna do. And we know it's the round play, but going by his information, it makes sense.
Because he hasn't gotten any... Ooh, gold scale was it?
Yeah, which I mean, with a dead like Hylia, gold scale isn't logically required for anything really.
And dead water too, because he could also use
Well, yeah, gold scale water is not even in logic either. Logically, the only thing gold scale is used for is Tektite and the lab dive, and that's it.
Oh, I did not know that. The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the one thing I love about, you know, Ocarina. You know, despite this game being as old as it is, just always learning new things about this game, you know.
Yeah, I remember just like the excitement whenever Weep Skip was found, and how much like the Discord popped off, and the fact that there continue to be like glitches and skips that continue to be found, in order to make this game just like even more crazy and broken than it already is always like very impressive to me.
I think that was the regular Garuda Valley magic hint.
Yeah, it was just a Hammer Valley hint.
That was the Hammer Valley.
Yeah, well, the only Valley hint is for Hammer.
Okay.
Oh, he said Town A. I don't think he ever did Downpay.
He didn't.
So we didn't see any major items in
Amazing one cycle.
Yeah, the only item we saw in Shadow was Scale. So
Scale and Claim Check, which we both know are dead. So it has to be on Bongo himself.
Well, let's see. We're about to see whether it's on Bongo or if we're about to see Ice Cavern.
Rush ice, rush ice, rush ice, rush ice.
2.5 hours or longer because the timer's been kind of stuck there. Ice Rush. And
oh god, it's a world tour, y'all. Oh boy.
All right, it is time for the Boomerang Casino. Let's go.
It is frozen, yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, so chickens, ice cavern, deep fire, and that's kind of it, right?
Yeah,
yeah, we haven't seen ice cavern,
no.
and we haven't seen chickens either.
Creative.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised by this play. It is
I know.
really check dense. Going by his knowledge, if you're looking for rain, this is not a bad place to look. And this is going to be the last time it'll be Child until he gets Boomerang.
Yeah, it makes sense for Inko to go ahead and do water. This is good thinking time. Like, this isn't because Inko expects the rain to be here. This is Inko needing to think about where have I not checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows. It's This is gonna be... Honestly, this is gonna be to get well, he doesn't know if it's Prelude or Minuet. But... Still, this is gonna be... He needs to clear this anyway, and his last dungeon is going to be Child. I mean, you may as well just do this real fast before you go Child.
Basically, it's a race to find Boomerang, and both of them are doing basically a long series of checks.
Yeah, this is a good chance if anyone needs to get up, go to the bathroom, get water, like get some food. Like we've got a minute or two of just them retreading over each other.
Actually, now that you mention it, I will actually be back in a minute.
Alright.
And now you're stuck with us.
Ah, damn. Beat me to the tap out to go to step away for the bathroom. Damn it.
I mean, you can step away too. I can do a solo show for a minute.
That's fine.
Y'all can just high five on the way out, switch swap.
Exactly, that's the plan.
Yeah, but at this point, it's like, where do you think Creative picks after this? Do you think Creative picks Deep Fire? Or do you think Creative picks Ice?
I'd say Ice. Retreading back into Fire is a really painful call to make because man, is it long. Ice looks really appealing in comparison to Fire. He could also YOLO chickens. If you feel really behind, make a Hail Mary play. I mean, if he's gonna do it, now's the time to do it.
Now is the time to do chickens. And honestly, it would just make like cherry on top of the seed if the boomerang is just sitting on chickens, and we don't get it until like 3 hours in.
Yeah, chickens does that.
Chickens does do that. But honestly, if it is sitting in Ice Cavern, like
ice is it's a lot faster than doing Deep Fire.
All right.
It is faster than Deep Fire. There is a part of me wondering though if Creative can come back from it if it's in Ice, because Incoherent will just have to do Jabu. Creative still has to do Jabu and Shadow.
Yeah. I mean, Creative does have the front, at least.
Yeah, he already cleared the first part of Jabu. And Jabu will just be a go mode for him. I mean, so, which doesn't change too much, but still.
And once again, you know, Jabu's not really a prolonged dungeon anyway.
Shadow is fairly lengthy and a dungeon you pretty much have to full clear. I mean, I guess Creative's benefit is Creative won't have to do the back part of Shadow, considering there's enough keys to get to the boss. And if you already found Rain by then, he can skip those checks, which, I mean, doesn't save like a ton of time, but it's time save.
Yeah, to answer last message in chat, we found it's on one of the iceberg before Ice Cavern. Currently,
yeah, and
has it, but Creative has not checked outside of Ice Cavern yet, which I assume he'll do once he.
Which, if you're curious about the logic blasting, the reason why that Din's is bow locked is because fire arrows are required logically to beat spiritual logic.
Creative just lost his shield.
Ooh. Well, you don't need that bad.
Yeah, honestly, for the rest of the fights in Jabu, you really don't. You're gonna be relying on jump slashing, or just whacking them with a stick. And then honestly, not that big of a deal.
And then just basically insulted him. He's like, "Oh, you lost."
All right, save quit. This means, I think. Well, okay, I'm not sure if he checked 20, but save quitting out. I think he might be doing chickens.
Do chickens. Oh, wait,
no,
one more.
he didn't. Wait, he didn't check up there. I'm so used to people checking the top part. Oh no, he got fire arrowed and burned down. Right. He got knocked down.
Yeah, no, he got homing missiled into the pit.
Yeah, they can do that. Those
Oh, yeah,
keys
no,
are jerks.
Keys are just jerks in general. I hate all keys. Can we get
Okay, Inka's going for... This is a central pillar.
remove keys from enemy pool rando when?
Okay, you remove keys from the rando pool, but they all get replaced by ice keys.
Oh my
That
god.
is so much worse.
Wait, no. Remove them from pull, but all keys get replaced with lifelikes.
That I could deal with, though. Because at least with lifelikes, they're kind of slow.
I just
And they
don't
do
like
have-
how they move.
I mean, fair.
Okay, he's leaving this way. No. Oh yeah, no, it's because it's nighttime still. I think. Yeah, it's nighttime still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a chickens play. Oh god, Ventnor, key sanity. I'm all here for it. Your keys could randomly be on fire or ice or whatever. That'd be great. It'd be dumb, but it'd be great.
Yeah. Keys sandy. Just remove all enemies. Just replace with keys. Fire or ice or normal. So is it all 7 chickens?
Yep, it's all 7 chickens.
Incoherent did that water temple quite fast and expertly as expected from somebody who's
Yeah.
currently undefeated.
I mean, he did actually go to Central Pillar early, which, I mean, it is sensible to do with Dark Link loop first. But yeah, essentially, he did the early Central Pillar, and he's gonna save quite a bit of time for it.
I mean, he did the 50-50, so and he benefited from the 50-50 and creative didn't. So this could potentially put creative still pretty far behind once he goes, because I'm pretty sure.
It could be chickens. We don't know yet. We could have a.
God, please be chickens. Please be chickens.
If it's chickens, I mean, Inko's probably gonna end up clearing ice and fire before he does chickens.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Chickens is gonna be the last location for Inko if it's on here.
I mean,
Chickens is creative's Hail Mary.
Because if he doesn't, then he's just gonna basically have to rush ice. But the question is, if creative does go ice and sees the din, he just rush.
Oh, Morpha got out. I don't.
Ooh,
Oh, that sucks.
some time lost there, you know.
Oh, and Morpha is not making it easy.
Barely
One
not.
more slash was all he needed. Oh.
That's the big Goron sword for you.
This just makes most combat pretty easy.
Yeah, except for Ganon and fire.
Yeah, nope, it is not chickens.
I love that she had a recovery heart both as an adult and as child.
Yep, so it seems like he's gonna go adult and check.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, he's out of child checks. There's nothing left for him to do as child. That hasn't already been hinted dead anyway.
Yep.
I mean, technically he hasn't checked Waterfall, but I think he's just at this point given up on that after failing the jump slash.
Because I'm just trying to follow the logic.
I mean, Inko already checked Waterfall, but we know it's magic.
Yeah.
And Creative failed the jump slash recoil to get over there, and just kind of said screw it and left it.
The question is, again.
No, we got the hint for Hammer Rocks. There's not a hint for the Waterfall there. Which Hammer Rocks had magic, and the Waterfall also had magic. They both have a different magic, technically.
Why is incoherent coming back to cack as it? Oh, for burning cack. Got it.
I think at that point, just hoping it's Prelude, because that would make going to Jabby quicker.
Yep, that's on Ice Cavern, and seems like he's doing Deep Fire, so...
Well, you could go to Ice from here, too. It's fast. It's faster than Minuet.
Oh yeah, that is also true.
No, this is Fire play.
We have a very fast prediction. Where is Rang? Either Deep Fire or Ice. Get in your predictions, because it is closing in 30 seconds.
I am hedging my bets on Ice. I feel very strongly about that.
I am.
He's getting
I
baited. Creative's getting baited. Like rock.
Oh God! Right, he hasn't checked Eat Rock.
And he has strength 3.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I love it. This is a great first race. Another thing about this race too, I just love that it hasn't like super fast-paced like race. Like this race wasn't done in like 2 hours. This has been quite
This has been a length. This is a fairly lengthy race, especially for the good players like this on a league race. But this has basically been a full. This is a full world tour. This is you gotta do the entire seed.
This is turning into 100% run.
Nope, we're gonna see here soon. We got just a couple checks left whether Ran is on fire.
Oh, Creative is also in fire.
Yep. They both are. It's a guess. You gotta make your 50-50 guess on which one is correct.
They're it's interesting because for the most part they've kind of like evened out and like found what each other have needed in spots they haven't checked until much later, and now they're which is another interesting thing to see in these runs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, equipping the Master Sword because these fire.
Yeah, these guys are weird and that they take more damage from Master Sword for reasons.
They have Ganon's health aspect. The developers forgot to give them actual stats. The game's like default Ganon for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh, except we got a lot of people giving thanks to commentators. I'll also give to commentators.
Yes, it is happy 3 hours. We've got a Rang hunt. Per usual, just shout out to everyone who has worked on this. I'll be honest, my brain is starting to die a little bit.
I mean,
so it's like I'm ready. I'm as ready as the runners probably are.
Ice
arrows.
now all we
Never
need
mind,
is
I'm awake.
all we need is the Stone of Agony, and then we have completed 8%.
Well, we need Stone of Agony and we need Nehru's.
True. Yeah, but
also double defense. You can also find that too.
True. I was gonna say, Sadie, if we want to be crosshairs, technically Dens was in Ice, just a little outside.
if you want to get technical about it.
Alright, so so one of these two chests is going to be a key, at least. So let's see. And key. Back down to the shortcut. Hope you find your rain.
Yep,
Joss,
just
welcome to the party. We are in the middle of a rang hunt. It literally has to be in either deep fire or ice because there's nowhere else we can check.
Okay, also, as the reason, I don't know why the timer stopped. I don't know. I think something worked.
Yeah, but you know, the two runners are also on the official.
Yeah, like they still have a timer running from race time. It's time. Oh, there's a timer. It's updating now.
Yep, should show up on stream very soon. There we go.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
The timer is now on the screen properly. Alright. Time for deepest fire. Let's go. If we're gonna find the rain here, are we gonna find it all the way in Ice Cavern? Yeah, no, Inko has very little left to actually clear. He never did Hammer Rocks, and that's already been hinted as magic, so he doesn't have to do it. He never did chickens.
And I think that's kind of it as far as like checks that Inko hasn't done.
And Ice Cavern. I don't think he did the fairy fountain over there either, but yeah.
I think I remember seeing Incoherent doing the fairy fountain by Ice Cavern, because he definitely checked that before it ends. I mean, granted, there may be a lot of checks in Suitor, but you know, the number of checks also just depends on your settings, and just depending on how long you get in the run, might not, you know, do what these runners are doing, which is literally 100%ing the seed, almost essentially. If both
it's also worth noting that like this is very like not super abnormal, but like it's not often that we basically full clear a game.
Yeah, like all dungeons is a little bit more common. 100%.
Yeah, but having to literally world tour and go to every single location for an item is...
Rando was just rando.
Yeah, rando on a rando. Like, the random seed generator was just like, no. We're going to give you all the Zooter you can stand until you're sick of it.
Also nice floating space slugma there. I like to call them, but I love Pokemon. They can remind me of slugma a little bit. Those little fire things.
Oh, I do
slugma.
love slugma.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
I mean, not super, but you know, fire slug. Gotta give my fire slug some love.
Randobot said today I grant stream content. Yeah, that was definitely the words I was trying to formulate, Ginger. I would be nothing without you. Thank you to my script writers in the chat.
Yep. Yep. as always, chat giving us content. Just
Hey, chat. What's our next line?
Oh boy. We're getting there.
I know bot chose violence today. It's like, yeah, it did.
And it looked really jetty early on, honestly.
Oh
Well,
my god!
there's the bow.
There's our locked bow.
We have officially seen every single upgrade.
Incoherent has found everything. All we're missing is Nehru's love.
And double defense. We haven't gotten our double Ds today.
Let's talk about technical. I mean, yeah, Nehru's love, not technically an item upgrade, but the 3 goddesses.
Yeah, gotta nicely round out your menu.
Yeah. It's looking kind of lonely there on the tracker. See, Incoherent will now have the lead here since Boomerang is 100% ace.
Yep. And I like this is gonna be game for Inko. Creative just has too much to do at this point that even if Creative like dropped it now, ran over to ice, and it wouldn't be enough.
Because no matter how deep it is in ice, Incoherent is in ice right now as we speak.
Yeah. But like seriously, Creative gave us a hard fight.
I know. It's just sometimes, doing the most check dense thing is not always the best play at the time, but that's once again, easy for us to say in our, in our towers up here while the streamers are been sitting here for 3 hours frantically. It's like looking at the race. I'm like, why haven't they finished yet? What's going on? Kind of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely want to like ask the racers about their like decision-making process on this seed. I also do not blame the racers if they decide we're gonna go get dinner instead after this.
Yeah,
Oh, trust me, that's what I've been thinking about.
As much as I would love, see, this is why I ate dinner before the race.
God, I wish I had eaten dinner before the race. I have dumplings calling my name.
Yeah, I just got home from work and I jumped on this race. I've been like, man, food
speaking
sounds
of
good.
dumplings, I don't mean to make you guys, but I made home pork katsu.
Nice.
And homemade
You're
pork
going to
katsu
share,
sauce.
right? You're gonna share it with us, right?
I mean, sure. I mean, if you live in
I live in the Western United States.
then
Which is kind of far for most people in Zooter, I've noticed.
So, is this gonna be the final chest, or is this gonna be, Keen Weep has the rain?
oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even consider Weep!
I mean,
Oh,
it would make sense.
Weep!
If it's not an ice cavern, Creative just decides fire check instead of clearing ice cavern.
I mean, she
It's
wouldn't
not
do
gonna give
that.
him any time because he still has to whole clear shadow.
What if it is Weep?
Yeah, Weep basically counts as Ice Cavern, because you gotta go into Ice Cavern and get a flame anyway. It may,
Yeah.
Queen King Meep, we may as well be an Ice Cavern check.
Yeah. It does seem like he's going to ice. He's gonna get his dens, and is he
Though-
gonna...
What also kind of sucks for Incoherent is if it is King Weep, he's gonna unfreeze Weep. He never moved King Weep, so he's gonna have to warp out and then walk all the way back to get his check.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying.
I mean, that's not gonna lose him a ton of time. Like, I mean, once again, Incoherent doesn't know this, but Creative still hasn't done Shadow yet.
This has to feel really bad when you come back here at 3 hours and see Din's just right there when you had access to Rush Ice in the first 15 minutes. It's just gonna feel bad. Remember, kids, always Rush Ice.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Yeah, and Inko is just like running against those melting. God, I couldn't. Words are becoming so hard, y'all. Just running against that melting animation, just like how quickly can I get through this?
Yeah, because for all Incoherent knows, Creative could be near the end. Oh my god.
Wallet, Cane Weep time, let's go!
Oh, Jesus
Bleep
Christ,
time.
are you kidding?
So, I mean, it'd be funny if Creative decides to check King Sora just for the heck of fire, but I highly doubt it.
There's no way that happens, but also that is hilarious.
He does have to go through the first meta, but still, all Incoherent has to do is Jabu Jabu, which is a very fast
Yeah, there's
dungeon.
I could have sworn that there's. I don't know.
But the
Orange
only
Skulls
way
is a wallet, and that's a wallet. So yeah, actually, what was on the box then? The wallet, the box looked like the wallet. Was it actually a bottle, and it just looked? And it had something in it that just made it look really weird.
No, it was definitely.
I guess it's
Yeah, what was
gotta
in the
kind of be a bottle at this point, because a bottle's kind of the
Wait.
only thing we're missing.
Where's Creative go? Oh yeah, he's just going to Shadow.
I don't blame Creative for this.
Yeah, you're just praying. Rain is just in shadow. Go.
Also, just that means he also just got rid of his
Hold
Jabu
on.
Jabu's flores in order.
Hold on, I'm diving back into the VOD and rechecking that. What in the hell's in that box?
I mean, could have been nut upgrade. No, we have all the nut upgrades.
But it could just be nuts.
Could have just been nuts.
Just
it was
some
brown.
good old natural nuts.
It was brown texture.
Yeah, no, it was nuts. Looking at it, it's the bottom of a nut, and it looks like a bomb bag. If you just have like a bit of the bottom showing, kind of looks like a bomb bag a little bit.
Man.
With this
And
context, yeah, that's definitely.
And that's the
There
rank.
it is.
I mean, if you think about the logic, logic said that, Spiro is path of Jabu Jabu, so therefore it had to be blue fire in some aspect.
Well, yeah, I mean the
Whether
path hints
I-
don't. The path hints don't have to hint to all items required. It could very well just be the Rudos letter, and then rain could be anywhere. Of course, it could also be hinting at the rain, which then requires Rudo's letter to get, which just happens to be what's needed for the path. I mean,
Yeah.
that can happen.
I mean, let's not think too hard about logic. It's late.
It's late and I'm hungry.
Alright. Alright, so we probably got about maybe another, 20 minutes before Incoherent
Yeah,
and
Jabu's
completes Ganon's tower climb.
Jabu's probably about 10 minutes to go through.
Yeah, I
Really?
think we're gonna see like a 3:35 finish.
Job is about 10 minutes. Climbing GT and doing the whole fight is probably about 10, 15 as well. And it's about 10 minutes to climb and do all the fights and all the
Yeah.
cutscenes and stuff.
Like I said, the only way that probably creative can come back is if Incoherent takes a very untimely death.
Which is
against
not
Ganon,
going to happen.
Which is
I
not
think
gonna happen.
Incoherent would have
with
to
15
take 2
hearts.
or 3 untimely deaths.
Yeah, because if he's on the Ganon fight, you respawn there at the arena. Meaning you could just go do the fight, like you're right there.
Yeah.
You don't actually lose a ton of time by dying to Ganon.
Yeah. Because thank God for Tower Skit.
Yeah. Remember the good old days when if you lost at the Ganon fight, you'd have to do the whole escape sequence again? Sometimes.
And then anytime you take damage, Zelda stops for like 2 seconds.
She stops and gasps.
Yeah. Sync.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you want that experience, play RSL. Because, you know, tower, you can just be required to do tower escape for no reason in RSL.
I love that that's a randomized setting.
Just when you're like, oh man, the Ganondorf fight's done. Time to go fight Gan. Ah, damn it. You gotta do the whole escape.
So, chat, I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely would you be to recommend the seed to your friends?
10. Instant. It tricks you early on with how nice a lot of the items are.
I would give this seed to Dastar.
Oh my god. Yes, tell Dastar not to watch this and be like, hey, Dastar, got some for you.
Yeah, I have this nice. No, he doesn't trust any seeds I make because I make some.
Look,
pretty
give
bad
it to me.
seeds.
Let me
Yeah,
give
okay,
it to
but
him.
you
I
didn't
can
make-
lull him into a false sense of security.
You didn't make the seed. I mean, Ginger hit the button for the seed. It was
a randobot. A randobot was like, no, we're just gonna give you truly one for the books today.
Fair.
But
I
we
just wanted to go to a good home. I mean, fair, Ginger, fair.
is Dastar the good home for bad seeds?
Apparently. I mean, he's still doing his co-op with Tobias, which is surprising.
Yeah, they're both learning how to actually like run Zooter.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, because
They're great guys.
none of them
so-
don't have because neither of them have experience like actually running it as a race. So they're learning it.
You know, it's great. I love the both of them. They're both fantastic people, and they're both funny people. I like how Incoherent's literally just not bothering picking up any of the chess pieces.
Well, yeah, I mean he is full go mode. He has no reason to pick it up. He has everything to beat the seed. What is he gonna get? Double defense, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, but you don't need it at 15 hearts.
Sure you could.
And with 3 bottles, if you're really that worried, you can just drop down into the little scrub room and grab as many fairy revives as you want.
I mean, leaving one bottle open to do first Ganon
Okay, so this
faster.
is 2 revives if you're really that worried. I'm sure with 45 hearts you can do Ganon.
I thought those race turns out is a penalty. Yeah, basically blast. I mean,
It's a practice in how fast can you full 100% the game.
if they didn't find the lights as early as they did in Forest. Oh man. Like, if Forest wasn't double hinted, and only just like hinted for like one dungeon, I could have totally seen race turn be a much longer race.
So what was funny is this seed could very easily be like sub 2 hours if you think about it. If all you did was like you rushed ice, you got the dins, you rushed ice, you got King Weep, you rushed GTG, you did GTG, then you do your forest and all the rest of it, and then you do your forest, you get your Rudos out of clearing spirit, and you can go mode water, shadow, and fire. You could be done with this seed really fast if you just rush GTG and rush ice and GTG. This seed is done.
Yeah, but anyway, this has been a very fantastic run. It's been very great. And we're getting close to the 3.5 hour mark.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're probably it's probably gonna be a 3:40 end time probably.
Yeah, we have definitely gotten our money out of this seed.
I mean, I called 3 of like the like worst places some of the stuff can go, so I guess I'm partially the
Really, I think all of us did our part as far as cursing this seed as best we could.
Oh, 100%.
Easily.
And
yeah, give yourselves a pat on the back. We did a great job as commentators.
Yep. Nope.
And the average GTG with just strength 2. You don't even need hook shot. You just run up there. You can do hook shotless GTG, get your mirror, and leave. You'd be out of there with no items.
Yeah, this seed was so interesting.
Yeah, so taking a look ahead to the rest of the weekend, while we've got a captive audience, we actually have 2 other league matches coming up tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific. And I don't know what time that is UTC. That is at 6 p.m. UTC. We have Drunas versus Chaco going against each other. And on Sunday, also at the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. UTC, Sanzu versus Scarlet from 4A is going against each other. So get hyped for those matches. As a Pacific Standard Time person, I am going to speak in Pacific Standard Time. Everyone else can convert to my time since I always have to convert from Eastern. But yes, that is 2 p.m. Eastern for anyone wondering. Thank you, Virgil. I was really lazy about converting that. And yeah, League Season 2 is soon over. When is actually... Do we have an end date for that? Like, how many more matches are there?
The cutoff for matches, I think, is in like 2 or 3 days. For the cutoff to finish up all of your matches.
Okay, that's exciting. So yeah, that's coming up quick. And Toffel, thanks for dropping that in chat. So Scarlet, the match that's going to be on Sunday, started as 0-4 and is now 4-4. So that's pretty freaking hype. And apparently, I literally just called the last couple matches. So this weekend is actually finishing it up. But there might be some tiebreakers. So the next 2 matches are for sure going to happen. And then we might have some extra miscellaneous stuff after that.
And I am gonna step away real quick.
I honestly do not blame you.
Yeah, each of us have had our kind of like commentator break.
Yeah.
I like
mean,
to
when
give
you
myself like 1 break for every 2 hours that I calm.
Yeah. I mean, given this has been as long as this season has, I mean, it makes plenty sense.
Oh. Yeah, and we've got like basically a full board except for that freaking K sword, which obviously no one's going to get on Pierre. But we almost got tracker bingo. And hey, hell, at least you can say that this is like a truly memorable like first commentary experience. I know before this I was telling you about how like I was kind of like thrown into the deep end the first time I commentated, and this is about what it was like. So congratulations for getting the full first time commentator experience.
Yeah. Now this has been definitely a fantastic experience, and I've been fully enjoying my first race commentating, and I definitely hope I'd be able to do it again at some point. I mean, I would like to hopefully be able to do on Sunday, but looking at the sheet, it might be full.
Okay.
Well, we shall see.
Well, as a reminder to chat, if anyone wants to volunteer, we are currently looking for race spotters, trackers, and commentators so that we can bring you even more Zooter awesomeness. So if anyone's interested, in chat is the link to our Silver Gauntlets Discord. If you are not already a part of it, please come join us. We are friendly and we love new people. And just say, hey, I want to go do these things. How do I do them?
Yep. And everybody is quite knowledgeable and super approachable. I mean, if I'm proof that, you know, you don't need to know everything in order to give people an entertaining time.
I have been a commentator for, I actually think last month was my 1 year commentating, I think. And yeah, I still do not know all of the ins and outs and intricacies of logic, but I would like to think that I give you all a fun time.
Yeah, I think I've only been commentating for like 3 or 4 months. It hasn't been that long. Hasn't been half a year yet, anyway.
And we're finally up to the Ganon fight. So, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a 335, 340 finish for Inko, depending on how quick these forms go. How nice Ganon
Inko's
decides
gonna
to
be
play.
going 9-0. He's gonna have one more match to go to see if he's gonna absolutely clean sweep his bracket or not.
Yeah, I know some of Inko's bracket mates were here earlier and have some thoughts. So I'm gonna be interested to see how Inko feels about taking this W.
Actually,
thank you for the kind words, Ginger. It means a lot.
Actually, I am curious. Is his next race on the restream schedule, or is it not happening on restream? I'm actually curious. I'm gonna look.
I don't see it on here now.
I don't see it. Oh well, not getting restreamed. It'd be neat to see, but we'll see what happens. We'll get a report afterwards.
Yeah, that'll definitely be one that everyone's going to want to know the results of. All right, everyone, it's time to make us some bacon. So as we always like to do, or at least as I like to do, how does everyone like your bacon?
I like mine extra crispy.
Ah, heck yeah, I knew I liked you.
You know, they say, you know.
Great minds think alike. Bread, what is your opinion? And choose carefully, knowing you are in the presence of two crispy bacon loving people.
Well, if it's thin bacon, I like it crispy. If it's like a thicker cut of bacon, absolutely, it's like. I mean, I do like my a bit more tender. I think it's great.
That is fair. I mean, one of my favorite burgers is from Cheesecake Factory. They have like the bacon burger, and basically it's like thin stripes of bacon and with like bacon on it too. And then they have like a bacon like jam sauce too.
It's just bacon on top of bacon on top of bacon burger.
My arteries are clogging as I listen to this.
That's why it's called literally like the bacon burger.
Okay, so speaking of bacon, Inko's actually getting. Oh, there we go. Okay, finally got that last hit on the tail.
And we're getting a 332. Everybody, if you're not already in chat, I mean, he's not done yet, but...
Oh, Dastar, you're in the chat. Play the seed without looking at it, trust me.
Yeah, Dastar, don't... you should go play the seed. I want you to trust me, that's been a really good seed. Like, I think you would really enjoy it.
Yeah. And there we go. Time for incoherent.
Is that 333 and 1617?
Yep. Everybody give some GGs to incoherent, and we'll see to have an interview.
333-17.
You're close.
What's been... I'm wondering what the longest match has been in this round of League games.
Oh, I was gonna say on Iron Gauntlets, I have no idea. But I know on
I
C's.
don't know. I know like the standings have like you can see what the fastest matches are. I don't know if there's like a list of the longest matches though.
Someone needs to make that list because I'm pretty sure this would be at least top 3.
Without doubt, and I'm just very glad to hear.
Well, you never know, especially because remember League does have brackets based on skill level. So if you go to the lower brackets and having a really disgusting seed, I can easily see one going, beyond 4 hours kind of deal.
I can see that, yeah.
I mean, understandably so, Toffee. I mean, it was a pretty close run for a good most of it.
Yeah, I think AC forfeited because it's not like this time is gonna really affect it. Like, he has a much faster time for any like tiebreaker reasons. So forfeiting out of this race isn't gonna really hurt him at all.
And welcome to the Raiders. Hi, Tobias. You just missed the very end of an absolutely incredible seed.
Minor, thank you for the sub. Your continued sub for 3 months.
Incas in general, I can grab him, right? Yeah, I can move him.
Yes.
I think. Can I? There it goes.
Well,
hey, GG's, Inko.
Jeez. What?
GG's on the 99% completion seed.
Yeah, basically. Whoa.
I mean, people talk so much about how League's all jet seeds, and I keep getting all these garbage seeds where I have to do the whole game.
Tell us how you really feel. Like what were your thoughts on that seed?
I mean, honestly, I full clear every seed anyway, so I probably am glad that it turned out that way. After I did all of Child and got 3 strengths and nothing else.
Oh yeah, that was
I mean, clearly the seed was just rush ice and rush GTG and just do dungeons. You're fine, apparently, was the seed.
Just play the game and you'll get everything, Forehead.
Well, it's not even accidental AD. That was just a required AD. Yeah,
it's a harder card AD, and it's not like I was ever going to leave Forest anyway, so...
Oh yeah, when you find Hammer that deep in, you may as well commit to the whole thing.
Even if been Courtyard, I would have probably done the whole thing, because it's Requiem, it's what, a
Yeah,
1 in 3 chance that I need that anyway.
yeah.
And then also light arrows being literally before Phantom Ganon. It's just it's like
He's
might
like,
as well just
yeah,
wait till the end.
you may as well be AD. And then it turned out, it was harder AD anyways.
Yeah, but again, Hammer on Blue Pose, you're not going to leave at that point anyway, because there's enough of a chance.
So honestly, when you were first in fire, I thought you were gonna commit to going deeper because for a bit I was thinking Din's in fire just because you need bow to get hammer and hammer lock
I
on
was
with
trying to
fire.
figure out the bow path for a good portion of that. Like, okay, the bow has to somehow lock Din's or long shots.
And you found long shot.
That's why I went looking for Tech Grotto at sort of a weird time, because I figured something had to be somewhere to make this make sense. And so, there's a long shot there.
Yeah. So interesting enough.
And then it was just fire arrows for spirit key logic to get there.
Yep.
Spirit key logic strikes again.
Yes, it does. But I was gonna say, Creative got that long shot a little bit, so he had a slight edge on you in somewhat like the mid game, but you executed like all checks very effectively, and
there's actually a pretty good portion of time. He was like 2 or 3 dungeons ahead, but it was just your pure efficiency and just basically 100%ing the entire seed.
And
I noticed that. That was
username. Glad you're here.
Oh, hi guys.
Hello.
Yeah, I knew it from an execution standpoint. Incoherent was probably going to take it.
Yeah.
There's actually a good portion of the seed where you were like 2 or 3 dungeons ahead.
Yeah. You were when you found long shot before Incoherent, and you also
way
used
earlier.
hovers. And you also used hovers to get the bow early too, where Incoherent had to use the hammer.
Oh yeah, because so Creative went to Dodongo's immediately with the bomb shoes, got the hook shot, and got pretty much all the everything really. You got from the Dongos, and ended up getting the launch shot pretty early. Really early in the seed, actually.
Yeah.
Still mad at myself for skipping a central pillar. I'm like, we don't have a tunic. It's not going to be there.
Yeah, that wasted you a lot of time.
And then, tunic was just in Lamau.
That was actually a question that I wanted to ask both of you. What was your thought process around the routing choices in this seed? Because it seemed, at least from the commentators booth, that there were a lot of different ways that you could have routed this.
Like I said, just rush ice for
did all of Child because I had bombs and a strength. Like, let me just do everything, and storms and ZL. Okay, I didn't get anything out of that but strength 3. That was it. Something is definitely in Dodongo's Cavern. Sure enough, something in Dodongo's Cavern. But by that time, I was already sort of committed to doing AD when I actually found the pieces for it, and then just followed the hints for a while, and then Boomerang Casino. Cool.
Boomerang Casino, and probably one of the worst spots you could possibly have it in.
Typically for me, if I get storms early, I try to skip in these type of execution matchup, just simply because I know that I felt like Incoherent was going to do well and Valley. So I kind of went like, I don't need to do those, because if I'm following him, he's going to take it. So I had to do checks in my thought process. I had to do checks that he probably wouldn't be doing, which is also why I kind of leaned into doing AD immediately, because I'm like, all right, this is a weird check. And I got the lights. I'm like, awesome, this is great. But didn't help.
Yeah. I mean, another interesting thing that happened here. I mean, there was a lot of Boomerang being on unfreezing King Zora.
Yeah, no. Going ice locked two of your major items for dungeons. Just right there.
Yeah, because I had left with Din to go do Shadow, I didn't want to go back, so I wanted to do Fire before Ice. And, well, it was an Ice anyway, but I guess it worked out.
But like for a long time, the two of you were so like deviated in paths, and then only basically had Boomerang left. You both wound up in Fire at the same. Creative still needed Din's Fire for Shadow. So unfortunately, at that point, Creative was a dungeon behind Incoherent. But it was all in all a good race.
Yeah, I had this sort of thought that I'd spent too long not doing dungeons that maybe it shouldn't be in Shadow for me to win this. Because maybe if it's in Shadow, you could sort of just rush Ice and have everything.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously at that point, just doing Shadow and just hoping you find Rain along the way, I mean, makes perfect sense. Because I mean, you had to full clear the dungeon anyway.
It
May
was
as
actually
well
pretty good
hope.
Shadow keys. Unfortunately, I needed an item.
Yep.
Yeah. Now when you're in that predicament, you have to clear the back anyway.
And I had FW and Ice, so I didn't want to even risk not doing backside of Shadow.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I
both
did
of you
Water at a
had
bad
similar.
time, actually.
Both of you basically had the same idea at the very end of the seed. Both of you being like, all right, let's leave an FW and Ice, but then also just do Fire. Leave Ice for last.
I
wanna
will
see,
say
like,
that. Sorry, go ahead.
I want to say like 3 of the seeds I've done or I've seen inside of our group, there's an item on Deep Fire, either highest score on or on Hammer Chest. So I'm like, maybe it's a tread. It wasn't.
Honestly, I was convinced Dins was on Deep Fire for a long time during that race. When I saw like the bow lock and
It wasn't
I
even
was
bow locked,
like,
although I guess the hammer was.
the hammer
Yeah.
was bow locked. So that was my thinking for a while, and then I remembered, oh yeah, spirit key logic after the Dins and the iceberg. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. You need spirit key logic to get access to ice area to begin with.
Yeah, so does anybody in the chat have a quick question to ask both our runners, maybe a little bit more insight or just anything in particular you saw one of them did and the other one didn't? Just in
So
case.
I do want to ask Incoherent, how do you feel about being one race off from a clean sweep of the bracket?
I don't know how any of this happened. There are several of these that I don't deserve, and then, like I said, my best time for the season is like 2:45. I think I've had one sub 3 out of these 9 races, and I had one that was over 4.
So yeah, what is your best time? I can look at that real quick.
Rando
bad.
bot will just rando.
Yep.
Yeah, because I had this pulled up earlier.
I want to say that Incoherent's like 245 and I'm like 247. And then Vi and Levi are both like 220.
Yeah, Levi was here for a part of the match and was scoping out the competition. So
Okay, here you go. Division 6A. Yeah, your best time is 2:44:51. So yeah, 2:45 is. I am
I've had a lot
surprised.
of these seeds.
Yeah, I am kind of shocked because I've seen some absolute jetty league seeds. And yeah, 2:44 being your best time, and also clean sweeping. Yeah, that's a testament for just how like oops all AD or extremely dumb casinos you must have been getting.
I think there was one where it was like Shadow, Fire, and Forest were our stones, and all 3 had an item deep in them.
Your entire division has best times in that similar kind of bracket range. It's kind of funny. Jeez. When I look at other divisions, like 145, 150 is best time.
Like 220 is a totally reasonable time for your best time out of 10 races.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still mad at one of the practice race I did with some friends where we ended up getting 2 Ganon at like 140, 145. And he said that his lights were inside of his castle and no one finished until 3:30. I just
Oh yeah,
hate
those are always the
seeds.
best seeds.
The Strength 3
Oh,
casino.
man.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh no.
The best. It's always the best when you need Strength 3. God knows where it is.
I mean, I still think Pot Sandy is the best with Ganon to be like, yeah, the lights are popping.
The lights are right over there, dude.
That's awesome.
Like, shout outs to like everybody who works hard. Additional like modes to the randomizer and
Yeah.
all these new things. Like, shout outs to everybody.
Yeah, and speaking of shout outs, just one last shout out to both Incoherent and ACreativeUsername, because like that was seriously just an absolutely incredible match to watch. Everyone was like so hyped for it. And one last shout out to our tracker, Toffel. Thank you so much for solo tracking for us today. Shout out to all of our commentators, Bread, Hell, who again, this was like Hell's first time, and Hell was awesome on it.
Hi, thank you.
And myself, Sadie. Shout out to Ginger for pressing the button to roll this mayhem seed. Thank you to RNG bot for giving us this. Thank you to Hell Knight. And speaking of Hell Knight, do we have a raid target?
Let's see what is going on in the Zooter world this late at night.
Yeah, what
Thank you guys so
is
much for
going on in
for
Studer?
free stream.
Yeah, thanks everyone for putting us together.
Yeah, it was seriously, I cannot say how fun it was. It was
Trust me,
amazing.
all of us commentators were basically on the edge of our seat entire, like from like halfway in the race to like near the very end.
And thank you for giving us chickens too. We basically saw every single check-in game.
Yep.
Yeah, that was one of my two
I think
remaining
we,
checks.
yeah, we literally saw every check.
I only have 2 left before Boomerang, so
What was your 2 left other than chickens?
chickens
Or-
and first chest from Jabu.
Oh yeah, and we saw first chest from Creative because Creative hit that and left wind.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
Well,
it looks like
we have a target.
Yep. So we're Rain Ingle. And again, we'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully 11 Pacific, 6 UTC, 2 Eastern for another league race. And until then, have a wonderful night, everyone.